Hey everyone, this is Denise with Modern Priscilla Tarot, and this is Tarot at 12. How are you all doing today? I'm so glad to see you. I see lots of people already. Oh, Jane J, I'm so glad you're here. Thank you so much for doing such a great job there in the chat. Rick's ready, JK, Amira. Hello, Sparshri. Hello, Sparshi. S. Sorry, I hope I said that right. Patricia, so good to see you all. Wow. Well, let's get going. Today is Tuesday. It is gloomy gray day here in Central Illinois in the U.S., but it is not raining, which is a good thing because my internet does not like rain. So that's a good thing. All right. Today I have the Tarot in Wonderland spread out with my clear quartz to open up the energy. Now, let us see what we've got. Just to give everybody a quick rundown of how it works here at Tarot at 12. I will be doing free tarot readings. You can go ahead and write your question there in the chat. I select randomly. So I bump around from the top to the bottom to the middle. I definitely try to mix it up. Donations do take priority, and all donation questions go first. Donation readings are also guaranteed. So while the show is an hour, I will stick around and do all donation readings. So let's get going. We are starting off the day with a donation. This one is from Amira. Hello, how are you doing? Oh, yep, there you go. Thank you for your donation. Let's get your question up there. And oh, maybe it's already here. Yep, here it is. Thank you. See, I have to think before I start talking. Sometimes my brain, or my mouth, I mean, is working ahead of my brain. I think so quickly, but yet my mouth can't keep up. That's what I'm trying to say. All right. So Amira, let's find out what your question is. That's more important, right? All right. How does Darren feel about me sending him a text about letting him go? I can't wait for him anymore. Oh, all right. Yeah. I mean, I get that. I totally get it. You can only wait for so long, and it's not appropriate to wait much longer. You got to have some self-pride. You got to be looking out for yourself. And if it's not going anywhere, you can't find somebody new if you're continuing to look at the old, right? All right. We're going to use Everyday Witch. Oh, good. Amira. I get points. Amira said I'm the only tarot reader that pronounces her name right. So good. Points for me. Points for me. And ironically, it's usually I'm the one mispronouncing. So good. I get points. Now I don't feel as bad. All right. Darren, what is going on? I don't know if I said it, but we're using Everyday Witch. Darren, how did you feel about that text, Amira? Letting go. She's been waiting a long time. What do you feel about this? All right, so let us put out a card for our energy. And this is our spread. Don't you love the backs of these cards? Aren't they fun? Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Okay. So the energy that we're having here for the entire spread, it is the overarching energy. We've got 8 of Cups energy. 8 of Cups. This is all about you walking away. 8 of Cups. It's all about walking away from something. Notice that this witch is walking away. She's got these cups there. One of them is missing, though, it looks like, right? Well, there are 8, and it's the 8 of Cups, so technically there's not one missing. However, look at the way they're set up. She's looking for something else. She wants more there. Cups are the suit of love and emotion. So this is you, my dear, definitely. Your energy right now about walking away is very strong, and it is influencing the things around you. This is the overarching energy. surrounding this question and around you right now. So that makes total sense. And obviously the tarot's picking up on your current vibe. All right. So how did Darren feel? That is what the question is. So we've got the Nine of Swords. I think it was upsetting to Darren. Nine of Swords is all about kind of reflecting on things, overthinking, anxiety, being kept up at night kind of feeling, depression. So I do think it has affected him. But I also think, now remember, this is our energy. You're saying to him, that's what our energy is. I'm leaving, I'm walking away, which is exactly what we want to see here. King of Swords is telling me, though, that he still feels like he's got his armor on and he can still make things happen. He can still grow things because we've got the Emperor here. We want to be strong, meaning Darren saying this. We want to be strong. We are, secure. We are, I'm wondering too, if Darren didn't even realize this was coming. Not that you might not have talked about it already before or whatever, but I think he just always kind of felt in denial about it, maybe, because the King of Swords and the Emperor being right next to each other is a very strong message of somebody who's kind of emotionally detached. Somebody who, likes to, usually the Emperor and the King of Swords are usually wearing armor. He's got his armor boots on, it looks like, but he's not wearing the armor. But anyway, the armor is symbolic. It means, people who feel like they're ready to go in and, kick ass and take names kind of feel. And also that what other people do to them and say to them doesn't matter because they have their armor on. They're kind of stuck in their own ideas, stuck in their own way. And here's the anxiety, So I think, it might have been a bit of a surprise, not that you said it, but that that you're actually maybe going to follow through. Maybe that's it. And then there's the upset. Nine of Swords is saying definitely, anxiety, depression. It's like the heartache and trying to figure out what to do. Overthinking too, and hopefully he was thinking about, well, why did she let me go? Because that would make a difference. But yeah, but your energy about walking away is super strong. So what I'm getting from that is you are still on the right path by walking away. So his firmness, like I'm number one, and then hey, no, I'm not because she walked away, and then upset. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, I don't think that, I don't think you've done the wrong thing here. I think and I give you a lot of credit to have that strength to say, what, I have a boundary, I have a limit, and this is it. And while it may be sad because you wanted Darren and you wanted Darren to work out, that was your goal, it's still sad when you have to say to yourself, okay, it didn't work. I didn't get what I envisioned. I say that all the time about divorce. Even in divorce, like when you are the one asking for the divorce, you're the one wanting the divorce, it is still sad because you have to mourn the loss of what you expected it to be. So you still have to have a little period of mourning and, and that's okay. I mean, some people rebound a little faster, but I know for me, I had to sit and I had to, mourn the death of my relationship, even though I'm might have been the one initiating it or whatever. Or even when it's the right thing to do. Yeah. So I think you did the right thing. And I think he feels like he's still strong and he was kind of maybe taken aback. He might even feel like he can kind of change your mind. But ultimately, if you stick with your original goal of walking away, I do see the depression and things like that. Yeah, totally. Good luck, Amira. Oh, you are so, so welcome. I hope that helped. Thank you for the donation, too. Okay, so let us see what we've got on our agenda. Oh, I'm getting hungry already, and the show just started. Rit's ready. How are you? Why is H not contacting me? Let's find out. Don't you hate that? I do. So let's use modern spellcasters. Yeah. All right. Modern spellcasters is going to help us see why is H not contacting Ritz Ready. Why is H not contacting H? Or Ritz Ready, Ritz Ready, Ritz Ready, H. Okay. Let us see what we've got. Here's our energy. And this is our spread. Another one of my newer decks. I just got 3 for my birthday this month. So these are my 3 new toys here, my new favorites. All right, we've got 7 of Pentacles. You know what? I'm wondering why it's so dark, and I just realized it's because I didn't turn my light on. Hang on one sec. Whoa, now we can see. Yeah, I could not see, and I'm like, why is it so dark today? I know it's cloudy, but geez. All right, that's a little bit, all right, so our energy. We have 7 of Pentacles energy. This is all about kind of having a little bit of, doubts, concerns, a little bit of worry. Somebody that is perhaps, not wanting to have patience with something. Let's find out how it applies to our reading about why H is not contacting you. There's the doubt energy there. Okay. So we've got these doubts. These things are overshadowing things, right? Here we've got our 4 of Swords. The 4 of Swords is all about kind of taking some time to refocus and figure out, what H is wanting out of life, what H wants to do next, that kind of a thing. So there are some doubts in that kind of a thing which apply to this as well. So those doubts are probably what precipitated the need or the feeling that, wanting to take a little bit of a moment to kind of refocus. We have our 8 of Swords next to that. So the 8 of Swords, this is all about, the 8 of Swords is all about kind of being in a self-imposed prison, like feeling like I don't know what to do. I can't see where I should go next. So, this would be H, feeling, again, having to feel like refocusing objectives. Why refocusing objectives? Because there's some worries and doubts, right? Why are you feeling trapped and in your own little prison of your mind? Because there are worries and doubts. And what are the worries and doubts about? The 4 of Wands. The 4 of Wands, that's all about seeing that there's more work that needs to be done. There has been some success, but there is more to do. I think that H is personally feeling like just, afraid to make things happen. Doesn't know for sure what's going to happen. So it might just be the fear of, success or failure. It might just be that. I don't know if you guys had some kind of deep talks or, where there's concern for the bigger details, bigger issues, that kind of a thing. But I think that H feels there's more work to be done. And in order to get to that work, he or she has to get out of this mode. It's like worries and doubts here. And then here, this is more work needs to be done. So I don't know if H is a potential love interest or an ex or if it's a friend. But any scenario, it is about worries and doubts as to how this will go going forward. The ability to have a future together and that kind of a thing is either freaking out H or H is afraid, and just doesn't know what to do. Yeah. All right, Ritz Ready. I hope that helped. Ritz Ready. All right. So let us move on. All right, let's see what we've got. OG Mask, how are you? May I have a general reading? Yes, you may. We're going to use the Wizard's Tarot for a general reading for OG Mask. Okay, general information for OG Mask. What should OG Mask know? Look out for, look forward to. You need to know what's going on for OG. Okay. Let's find out with our energy there. Okay. Okay, so general reading for you, the overarching energy that is overseeing the spread and is also like the common like thing going on right now is our Eight of Pentacles. The Eight of Pentacles is all about kind of having personal satisfaction, being proud of yourself, feeling like your work is paying off, you know, that kind of a thing. So that is our overarching energy. Couldn't think of the word. Boy, I'm losing my mind already, and we just started, right? So feeling proud, you know, personal satisfaction, benefiting from your hard work. We've got our Two of Wands. This is telling me that perhaps you are battling something in your mind, like trying to figure something out. This is kind of about going back and forth, trying to decide something, you know, figuring out like how it makes sense in your life. It's more of like an internal thing, like, where do I go with this? What should I do? Where am I going to be the most happy? You know, that kind of a feeling. And that could be a romance thing. That could be a work thing. The overarching energy, though, is Pentacles, which is really about daily life and work, money, you know, home, health, school, you know, those kinds of things. Things in your physical daily life. Then we have our Seven of Pentacles. We've got another Pentacles. This is about having a little bit of doubt, being a little worried, being a little bit concerned. Is something going on? Here's you thinking about things, just trying to figure out what's going on. And here's a little bit of worry. Like that could be worrying about, is this great success going to continue? You know, that could be it. Is the bubble going to burst? You know, I'm feeling good about the work I've been doing, and now maybe you have to do something else, maybe, and that's making you think, okay, now how am I going to continue this and do this other thing at the same time, or whatever, you know, it's two things you're kind of thinking about. And then here's like, oh no, I don't know if I can, or you're getting kind of plagued with a little bit of doubt. But what these cards are saying is, with this is our energy, this is, you do not need to worry. Plan, yeah, you got to think, and you got to use your best judgment. You got to use your instincts. You got to use your experience to make a decision about something. So that's okay. It's not a bad thing. But it is, you know, when you're getting lost in it because you're like, I don't want to fail, or I'm feeling like, you know, I don't know if I can do this, or if something is going to come up that you're going to feel that way about, this card is here to remind you that you've got this. You have got this. So lastly, we have our Eight of Wands. Now, the Eight of Wands is moving fast. This is all about bracing for change. Ooh, you know what I just thought of, OG Mask? What if something's coming in for you based on your overarching energy of hard work, personal satisfaction, feeling good? Something new might be coming in, and that gives you the feeling of, oh boy, am I going to be able to maintain my awesomeness? You know, maybe that could be what the doubts and worries are about here. Something's coming, a brace for change. Ooh, oh, gee, Mask. That sounds pretty cool. So again, the tarot is trying to remind you, though, to stay confident that you are doing well. You have a lot of reasons to feel proud of yourself and to feel that personal satisfaction in the job well done. So something new coming up, don't let it bring you down. Those fears, those doubts, natural human emotions. But yeah, because something's coming, it looks like. Woo! That was a good one, OG. All right, I hope that helped. JK, that was the Wizard's Tarot. JK wanted to know which deck. That was the Wizard's Tarot, an awesomeness. I love that deck. I've been using it for a while. Amira, thank you so much. We have a donation from Amira. You're welcome, OG. I hope it helped. And get ready. Something cool's coming. Don't let your doubts, shake you. All right. So, here we go. I got it. Thank you so much. Let's see what we've got. Where will I be a year from now? Ooh, all right. So let's see what we've got. I'm going to use the secret tarots. Ooh, ooh. All right. The crowd goes wild. Yay, secret tarots. All right. Where will Amira be? Amira is going to be a year from now. Where will she be a year from now? What can she look forward to? What can she watch out for? What should she know about where she will be a year from now? Okay. So, energy. So we are looking into a year from now. I asked specifically in my mind and out loud too when I shuffled. So that is the result we will be getting. Okay. All right. So a year from now, we've got the Six of Swords energy. So Six of Swords, this is all kind of about beginning a voyage, but the warning not to carry your baggage with you. Yeah, so it sounds like something. Now think about it, a year from now, a year's a long time, 365 days. So, that could be what the voyage is, that it's a slow, steady, pace. But again, the caveat, not to allow that baggage that you might be, don't carry that baggage with you. If you are, maybe. You got to take a look at that sometimes. And sometimes we don't realize we have baggage, Okay, so we've got our Emperor. Yeah, this is perfect. The Emperor is all about making order out of chaos. Order out of chaos. So far, again, this is our overarching energy. This is saying, don't bring your baggage with you. We're talking about next year. Next year, it's looking like, you have the opportunity here to create order out of chaos. That could be internally, your baggage. Maybe you got some baggage you're trying to unpack and get out of there. Create order. Maybe you're going to be kind of the peacekeeper with some friends or family. But again, it's all about creating order out of things. This is confirmed here with our Four of Swords. This is talking about kind of refocusing objectives and figuring out how to make things happen. Trying to figure out what to do next. Well, when you're, creating order out of chaos, that would make sense. Now, notice that this is where the baggage is coming. Creating that order, whether it's just for yourself or if you're helping somebody else, that I'm not sure, but it is definitely something that is achievable. You can get to the brighter shore, meaning to look forward to something that even when you're dealing with something like this, you can feel confident that you will make it to the other side, just like this boat. You make it to the other side. Be careful about the baggage you're carrying, all those swords, right? Now we round it off with the Two of Cups. I'm not sure if you're seeing anybody, but this Two of Cups is saying happiness and harmony in relationships. It's all about two people coming together. Now, this could be a romantic partner. This can be a friendship. It could be family members rekindling, a relationship. It's definitely about relationships, though, and it is most often associated with a romantic couple. And in order to get to this point, being a romantic couple, having that rejuvenation in your current relationship, starting something new, reconciling, all those things are wrapped up into this card. But think about that. Baggage. If there's baggage, having an ex, having a bad time and a bad rough patch in a relationship, not connecting with people, being single and wanting to be with somebody, all of those things could be blocked if you're carrying baggage, right? So this is saying, success is there for you. You can make that order out of chaos. You got to drop some of that baggage that you might be bringing along, and you got to use your head and figure out, think about it, how to refocus your energy, your efforts, how to make order out of chaos, and drop this baggage. Drop that baggage. Now, alternatively, this could be about you helping somebody else, but I am really getting the impression that it would be about helping yourself. meaning refocusing, creating order out of chaos, getting to the other side, you know, as opposed to helping somebody else do those things. And this is definitely for you, a definite emotional connection there. Definitely. Woo! I love it when the tarot has solid advice. Solid. This is really solid. And this is that cool, exciting card. Oh, I like it, Amira. All right. Well, good luck next year. I hope I see you, of course, in between, but that's pretty cool. All right. Thank you so much for the donation. All right. If anybody is just getting here now, I just wanted to let you know, you can type your question in the chat. I do select randomly. I try to go to the top, to the bottom, to the middle. I try to be real random. Donations take priority, so donations get read first. So if you'd like to donate and bump your question to priority, my moderators post the link. Jane J has been so helpful, and also it is in my description. So take a look if that's of interest to you. Otherwise, let's see how many we can get to. All right, Amira says, okay. I want to ask one more, she said. All right, good. You're very welcome. All right, so what have we got? I'm going to go back up to the top this time. What have we got? Who's this? JK. JK, how are you? May I please know what Leroy, the Scorpio's feelings are towards me? You don't know what's going on with him. You never dated, and you're just getting to know it. You've been in the getting to know each other phase. So you haven't gone out yet. So you're trying to get a read because you just can't get it from him. Or, yeah, Leroy. Okay, him. Sometimes, guys, I don't mean to defer to the masculine pronouns, but I try to be very gender neutral. But, you know, sometimes I do, you know, I'm not as aware. So remember, guys, I am always trying to be gender neutral, and the cards are gender neutral. So if you see a king who's a man, guess what? It could also be a woman. So, and if the cards are showing two women, it could be a man and a woman. It could be two men, you know, whatever it is that applies. All right. So we're going to use Arcanum Tarot, and we are going to find out about Leroy. Leroy the Scorpio. What are you feeling, Leroy? What are you feeling about JK? What are you feeling about JK? Okay, there we go. That was a good shuffle. All right, here is our energy. Here's our spread. And before I flip over the cards, I just wanted to say welcome to anybody who is new here. I appreciate all of you, and I love all the returning audience as well. Please do not be offended if I do not greet you personally. I see you. I appreciate you all, and I do look over the chat after the show. It's just when I'm reading cards, I'm super focused. So I really don't check the chat other than when I'm in between readings or I'm looking for feedback, you know, for the reading or whatever. But, okay, back to this. JK. Oh, and JK is saying, you've been talking for more than 2 weeks. Oh, okay, so 2 weeks. What's going on? Wait a minute. I got to tell you a funny, quick story. When I was little, I don't even know, little, like talking and being able to read. I asked my mom, Mom, has it been 2 weeks yet? And she said, well, 2 weeks from when? And I said, just has it been 2 weeks yet? Well, what my mom didn't realize is when we were at the grocery store together and I saw a sign that said in 2 weeks, there is a carnival coming. But I wanted to surprise my mom. So I just kept saying, has it been 2 weeks yet? Has it been 2 weeks yet? And then within 15 minutes, we were both crying. And to this day, and I'm 51, to this day, my mom will say, has it been 2 weeks yet? So, hey, Leroy, it's been 2 weeks. What's going on, Leroy? Let's see. Ooh, we've got the Hanged Man energy. Ooh, 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 that's good. The Hanged Man energy is talking all about changing it up, seeing things from a different direction and taking a different path. So things might be changing. Let's find out what we've got, though, JK, and we'll see how it pulls together. Okay. Has Leroy had a bad relationship or a breakup of some kind? I think that Leroy is interested. I definitely think Leroy is interested. But Leroy is also trying to be very protective, holding some things in. You know, our Four of Pentacles is all about like keeping things in. Now, Pentacles is the suit of everyday life. So that's like time and energy, money, you know, that kind of a thing. He's holding things close. He's got some, you know, protective things going on. He's trying to protect himself, holding that close, because why? Because we don't want a Three of Swords moment. Three of Swords moment, well, what's that? Heartbreak. That's disappointment. That's crying over, you know, feeling like, you know, your flower petals are falling off and everything like that. So I'm thinking that what's going on, you're probably wondering, like, why am I not getting an invitation to go out? Why am I not, you know, why isn't this progressing? You know, those kinds of things. I think he is starting to look differently, but I think he's super guarded. I'm thinking, like I said, he either had a breakup, maybe he comes from a broken home where he's seen his family go through some bad things, you know, just really protecting himself, Oh, JK, he's been cheated on. That's it. That's it. He got cheated on. That's it. So we look at. So the strength, protecting himself. Four of Pentacles, holding it in, holding it tight. Look at that lady there. And then why? Because of our Three of Swords. That's our heartbreak. But the energy is really looking good, though. It's looking at things in a different perspective. So perhaps, though you've been talking for 2 weeks and you're feeling like, come on, let's go, maybe he's taking it a little slower, and, you know, that's where you're building this trust, or at least the trust to get started. Yeah. So, you know, I mean, you're obviously still talking, so you must be, you know, enjoying each other's conversation, stuff like that. So you're doing the right thing. You're saying the right things. I would say just be sensitive to that, because I think the fear, he's very protective, very protective. I mean, yeah, absolutely. All right, JK, good luck. Good luck. All right, I've heard my phone. Let me see what that was. Sometimes it's silly, like a Facebook notification or something silly. Oh, nope. This was PayPal. PayPal said, hello. Amira, you're so awesome. All right, so let's get to your question, Amira. There we go. All right, you are very welcome, JK. Let me get to Amira. There we are. Thank you so much. What will my future husband be like? Okay, so what do I want to use? Future husband question. I pretty much go with what's calling me in the moment. But every now and then, I have nobody waving at me. That one waved at me right now. They're winking. It's like they wink from across the room. Hey, well, they're not across the room. This is Light Seers. We're going to shed some light on what Amira's future husband is going to be like. Now, I'm not going to be able to get like hair color, eye color, you know, that kind of thing, or you're going to meet him Tuesday, but I will be able to probably get some personality traits and possibly where you might be able to meet this person. Okay, so we'll see what we can get. The Light Seers Tarot is going to help us find out what is the future husband of Amira going to be like. Tell us what you can about Amira's future husband. Okay. There's our energy, our spread. Sometimes they're all waving, like, pick me, and I can only pick one deck. Maybe I'll find a way to read cards with multiple decks. Wouldn't that be crazy? No, I don't think I'd like that. Ooh, we've got devil energy. All right, guys, the devil. Now, guys, never, it's not evil. The devil's not the devil. Never worry about that. The devil card is sometimes talking about a little bit of a bad boy. Sometimes it's talking about somebody who's a little bit of a the dominant type of person in a relationship. But it also can be that little bit of a bad boy. And side note, in this deck, the devil card is quite attractive. But that's not the point. So let's see what we've got. So your future husband. Oh boy, we've got some good things. I know exactly what this means. Okay, so this is our energy. All right, and I do think that the devil card here is saying, you know what, making impulsive decisions, things like that. Sorry. We've got our Queen of Swords, and because this is our energy, I'm going to tell you exactly what this means. Your future husband may have the tendency to make impulsive decisions, and that could be, about things that you should do, take a quick vacation, so not all bad. So I'm not saying impulsive, like horrible things, but there's going to be times where you're going to need to really kind of, all right, we got to get real here. We can't do that. Or now don't forget about that. So you need to be kind of paying attention and actively involved in the decision making, because I think he will have the tendency to kind of do what suits his fancy in the moment. But I will say, we've got King of Pentacles energy. So this is telling me that your future husband is going to be very self-sufficient. This is somebody who has money. So somebody who is financially stable, somebody typically who is actually doing very well financially. So that's awesome. You're going to be well taken care of. I don't know, you're, going to be able to see that firmness is there, even though you've got the devil saying, I make impulsive decisions. You might have to say things about it, but the King of Pentacles energy is going to cancel out. So I don't think that the impulsivity is going to be something you need to worry about as far as money. Does that make sense? I kind of said that crazy, but other things, but not money for sure. We've got the Four of Wands, which this tells me too that you will be very solid. You will have that foundation built right away. And you will always know where you're going. You're going to know that you're upwardly moving, meaning your next step together to continue to grow your relationship. This is somebody who values the home, who values financial stability, who values things like that. So it's interesting that we've got this card to say, you know what, he's got some impulsivity issues. So that might be more about social stuff, having fun. I think he does have the money to do it, but like all of a sudden you come home and there's new furniture, which, hey man, when that happens the first time, you're like, that's pretty cool. But then he keeps doing stuff like that or whatever. You might have to get in there and go back, all right, you gotta stop buying the new furniture. That's obviously a silly example, but yeah. So we want to get one more though, because we want to know where you might meet this person. Where might Amira be meeting this person? Is this home, work, social? What's the deal? Ooh, okay. We got High Priestess energy coming in. This is a little bit about a mystery here. This could mean that this is somebody that you at first are not even really noticing. When you can't see them, I mean, look at her. She's got her eyes closed. So, you might be oblivious to this person right at the moment. Let's get another one. Six of Swords. Okay, so this is going to be somebody, it's not going to be somebody you meet right away. So I don't believe it's somebody in your inner orbit right now. It's not somebody in your inner circle, but you are on the way to meeting this person. So the journey has begun. So we're not just sitting here, in the kids' pool anymore. We're getting out in the ocean and we're moving. We got our boat. We're going. We got these birds pulling us. We're going. And this card, it also means like being pulled to a brighter shore. Like in this card, you can't see the other shore. So this artist didn't put that in there, but that is one of the things. So you're going toward that. So I think you are actively in this journey already. You're on your way to meeting this person. I think this person's going to be a little impulsive, and you might have to, get in there and be like, hey, but I think it's very solid and somebody who's making that money. I think somebody's making some money. Now, money's not everything, but wow, money sure helps, doesn't it? It sure helps. It stops, when you're worried about what you're going to eat or how you're going to pay the bills, it's hard to be romantic. It's hard to want to do fun things together because you have no money and you're stressed and you're crabby. And yeah, so having money, while money itself is not the goal, it's the it's the freedom. There you go. It's the freedom money provides. Ooh, that was a good way to put it. I'm proud of myself. Oh, I'm glad it resonated. You are very welcome. Okay, so it looks like we've got some donations coming in. Let me just check what we've got. Oh, right, we do. Love Tea, how are you? Thank you so much, my dear. You will be up next. Give me one more second. Yeah, I think I just clicked on the wrong thing, and I did because I'm like that. And then we've got RD is here. I believe you're RD. Are you RD? Okay, and I see Sharon and Gita have donated. Thank you so much. Is one of your initials RD? I thought this was somebody else, and I don't see them here, so it was not me. I've got Love Tea, and then I've got RD, which I'm not sure which of you is RD. So if you could fill me in on that, I'm going to do Love Tea right now. Yes, and I see Sharon Q and Geeta saying that nothing's come in yet, but I'm going to write your names down so that I can be watching, okay? RD, you are up after Love Tea. Sharon Q and Geeta. Who is RD? Okay, well, let's do Love Tea. Love Tea, my friend. Thank you so much for the donation. Oh, here we go. I see it. Thank you for the donation, and let's see what your question is. Is reconciliation for me and Ricky possible? Let's find out. We're going to use the Deviant Moon. Deviant Moon wants to come out. All right. Hello, SMJ and Ab Bahita. I hope I'm saying that right. I'm sorry if I didn't. Blah, hello. Yeah, if you're just getting here now, go ahead and write your question there in the chat. I select randomly. I go to the top, to the bottom, to the middle, and I start selecting randomly. However, donation questions are always read first. So if you'd like to make a donation, you are welcome to. The link is in my description, or my moderators post it for me. But either way, if you're interested, that would bump you up and get your reading first. All right, so I got to focus now. Ricky and Love Tea, a reconciliation. Ricky and Love Tea. Okay. So here is our energy. This, whoops, there we go. This is our spread. All right. So reconciliation with Ricky. Okay, we've got moon energy for the spread. Our moon card is kind of about a little bit of mystery. It's also kind of about, well, as you can see in the card, the moon pulls you, right? The moon is magnetic. The moon, it pulls the tides. It pulls us. And as you can see in this picture, the moon is pulling these people, right? So the moon, while it does say that there is mystery involved, the moon is also kind of pulling you forward, pulling you towards something. We need to see what it's pulling us toward, though, and we'll get that from this part of the spread. So let's find out, is a reconciliation possible? Okay, so moon energy for the whole spread. This right here, first off, is our Four of Wands. The Four of Wands is all about kind of building a foundation. Right after that, we have our Ten of Wands, and Ten of Wands is kind of about needing to lighten your load because you got a lot of wands you're carrying there. It's also sometimes about things being burdensome. Even when they're going well, it might be a lot to carry. So I don't know, why you might have broken up, but I am seeing that right now it doesn't look like that's in Ricky's mind right at the moment. This is about kind of not wanting something and just kind of not wanting to look at things and just kind of is kind of bored, I guess is the way to say it. I'm not saying necessarily he's bored of you, but the boredom, you know what boredom would mean? It's like, toss that cup over. I don't want this right now. So I think that while you guys must have had a good foundation to start, you must have been having that, but it feels like it just got a little too much. It got a much to carry. I don't know if you guys were arguing. I don't know if you guys were butting heads, but right now Ricky is kind of sitting there thinking, and the moon pole shows me that there is a road back, but I don't think it's happening now. We need to get a couple more though, because this is indicating to me there is a road back. It oversees all these cards, which includes that one. See? So let's find out. So we want a little more of a direct answer, please. We need to know, is reconciliation between Ricky and Love T possible? Yes or a no? All right, somebody's holding it close right now. This right now is all about keeping to yourself. So right now it is saying a no. We said, is it possible? And it's saying no. Let's get another one. So you're saying no. No, it is not possible. Give me a yes or a no. Not possible. All right, 7 of Cups. 7 of Cups is all about kind of not being able to choose things. So, honey, the energy is reading right now that it doesn't look like right now. And it's probably, as of this very second, it's probably not happening. The moon is telling us, though, that there might be a pullback. But at the moment, I would not hang your hat on it right now. I would not hang your hat on it right now. Let's see. Lack of commitment. So there you go. Yeah. So there's the mystery. You're like, what the hell's going on? Won't commit, and the commitment was too much. So there's your burden. You guys are fine. Yay, we got this little wand house. We're doing great. Too much for me. I can't commit. So I'm going to toss my cup over this side. Yeah. And then I said, you know what? Are you going to reconcile? And it's showing somebody holding all these wands close. Time and energy. I'm holding it close. I'm not giving it to you. And then here I said, I asked, no, is it not happening? Confirm. And it said 7 of Wands, which is all about, or Cups, which is all about choices. Having choices. So, you know what? Ricky might be back. Ricky might be thinking, I'm going to go and find out what else is out there first, or I'm going to hang out with my friends and do this or that and focus on me, or, whatever. But it looks like it's not going to happen right now. But I wouldn't hang your hat on it. I wouldn't hang your hat on it. You shouldn't have to do that anyway. If he's not giving you that commitment, I'm not saying you should just throw people away immediately, but come on, man. You know what? You can't want to be with somebody more than they want to be with you. That is not fair for you. And it doesn't usually end well. Even if you ended up saying get back together, eventually you're going to fall apart. You know what I mean? So be careful with that and leave it open. You know what? I'm open to you coming back, but I'm, in the meantime, not going to sit here with my thumb up my ass. Right? You don't want to sit there with your thumb up your butt. All right. I'm sorry. That was a little crass of me to say, but sometimes I get fiery about it. Rose D, how are you? Rose D, let's get your question, my dear. Thank you for your donation. Can you tell me what the future holds for me and the Capricorn? Ooh, okay. Let's use Edgar Allan Poe. Edgar Allan Poe. My dog is thinking that he hears something. It's probably a little kid walking by outside. Something very dangerous like that. Or the mailman. But he's a dog. They're supposed to let you know, right? Can't be upset. All right, so Rose D, what does the future hold for Rose D and the Capricorn? Rose D and the Capricorn. What does the future hold? Okay, so we need to know what the future holds for you and the Capricorn. We're going to see the Edgar Allan Poe Tarot is going to dial it in for us. We're going to dial it in. All right, so right here, our energy is 10 of Swords energy. The 10 of Swords, this is kind of about you want to be careful not to repeat your past mistakes. That's literally what it is. So, that's the energy. We'll see what these are to see how it all ties in and how it affects the cards. But this is definitely a strong word of advice from the tarot about don't repeat past mistakes. Let's find out what it means. Let's find out what it means. All right, interesting. We have two of these same cards that we had at 3. We got the Moon. Wow. All right, so don't repeat past mistakes. That's going to apply to all. Well, we've got the Moon. Don't repeat past mistakes. Were you with somebody who lied to you? Were you with somebody who was a little bit deceptive or secretive? The Moon is often about that. So, because this is our energy, don't repeat past mistakes. There you go. Over here, we've got the 7 of Cups. 7 of Cups is sometimes a fear of making the wrong choice, which might be your fear. You are thinking, oh, yes, we had a very bad ending. That's Rose D is saying, okay, well, there you go. I think that's right. Now, did somebody, was it a lying situation, a cheating situation? I feel like it's more like a lying about something or being secretive, deceptive. Not sure which or if that's correct, but that's what I'm getting from the Moon. And then we've got 7 of Cups, which is sometimes that'll be about you being afraid of making the wrong choice. You're afraid to make the wrong choice. Something else the 7 of Cups is also about, though, is about a smoke screen, not seeing things, not seeing things clearly. A smoke screen, like, being lied to or, being fooled in some way or just being confused, like people trying to confuse you kind of thing, so you can't clear away these clouds. You don't know what's there, We've also got our King of Pentacles in here. The King of Pentacles is somebody who is very much a promoter of other people, meaning you're great, or, oh, you should go watch so-and-so on YouTube, or, oh, this is the best boss, or, somebody who's talking a lot about other people. So, this guy here, here I feel like, you've got some deception and things like that, where you either did you think he was cheating, whether he wasn't or not? Do you think? Because this is about him being so great, someone else is so great, So, yeah. So, honey, what this is saying to you is that you do not want to repeat past mistakes. And while your Capricorn might come back in like, yeah, remember me? I'm the king and I love you. You're awesome and you're the best. Promoter. These things, the deception and the secrets, this is saying don't repeat past mistakes and don't fall for the compliments or the whatever's coming. Yeah. But that's good advice, see? Now, I'm not sure if you were hoping it would be like, oh, it's going to be great, or if you kind of were hoping it was going to be over, or something in between. But what this is saying is, yeah, don't repeat past mistakes. You might find that he is going to be talking to you about how awesome you are, how sorry he is, whatever. But again, don't repeat past mistakes. That's definitely the message. All right. Oh, good. I'm so glad. Oh, I'm so glad. Well, I'm not glad. I'm glad it resonates. But yes, I'm glad because that makes sense. Okay. Awesome. And absolutely, Rose D, you sure can. Let me, actually, I see we've got a couple in here. So let me get the list together so we know where we're at. For any of you that are just arriving, remember that if you'd like to be read right away, you can make a donation. All donations go first. And then I pick up random ones in between for freebies. And if I don't have donations, I do all freebies. So, you know, it just depends on the day. And all right, Gita, we've got you up next. So, Gita, if you have not written your question, please do that for me. We also have Sharon Q. There it is, Sharon Q. And then we have JD. I'm not sure who you might be. I don't want to say your name. JD on PayPal. JD on PayPal. Is that Huncho Cake? I wonder if that's Huncho Cake. I believe it is. Huncho Cake, verify for me that you're JD. Huncho Cake. I love your name. I don't even know what it means. I think it's hilarious. Oh, good. You are Huncho Cake. Thank you. Thank you. And then I heard one more. So let me see what that was. This is for Batty Lex. So let me get the list out for you. Just so you all know where we are. All right. So we've got Gita, then Sharon Q, then Huncho Cake, then Batty Lex. Okay. And then it's open. And if I don't have donations, I will go ahead and read free ones. So let's see what happens. All right. So first we have Gita. Thank you so much, Gita, for your donation. And thanks for getting your question there for me. Will Raju communicate with me in the near future? We are in no contact. Oh, how frustrating. Don't you hate that? Yeah, I just really hate that. All right, so let's find out with our Steampunk Tarot. Steampunk Tarot. All right, so Raju, we need communication with Gita. What's going on in the near future? Will you communicate or not? We're going to look to see if this is happening in the near future. Oh, geez, I'm dropping things. There we go. Now I got my shuffle on. No contact. Gita and Raju communication. Okay. Okay, let's go. Here's our energy. This is our spread. All righty. So, no contact. Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles tells me that, you know, something is coming. This is an important message typically from the Knights. But this is somebody who really likes to plan, who really kind of moves a little bit slower than most of the Knights. The Knights are usually all kind of running in fast, but our Knight of Pentacles is very concerned, wanting to make sure to make the right step, doesn't want to misstep. You know what I mean? So let's find out how it applies to the rest of our spread and how it might affect us. All right, so no contact. You're wondering, will you communicate in the near future? I am seeing the Four of Wands here. This is a very positive card, and paired up with our Knight, that's looking like, you know what? It looks positive, and it looks like it's coming, but let's see what else we've got, because I don't want to call it before I see it for sure. We've got our Knight of Wands here. Now, again, remember I told you the Knights are usually moving pretty quickly, except for our Knight of Pentacles, who really wants to plan things. Our Knight of Wands, this is somebody who's like really got passion, really got energy, really wants to, you know, get things done and move on things. But I think Raju, while he wants to, is taking it very purposefully slow. Wants to make sure to not make the wrong choice, doesn't maybe want to get everything going and then find out it's not correct, or I don't know if you guys are together or not. Okay, so a nasty argument a few days ago, you're saying. Okay, so that might make sense why now he's choosing to kind of step back. Let's see what else we've got. we've got our 7 of Swords. Now, this is all about kind of feeling like somebody has taken the power away. Yeah, if you got in an argument, I wonder, did Raju, sorry, I couldn't think of the name, did Raju feel like you kind of won? I mean, I don't want to say winners and losers, but literally that's what this card means. 7 of Swords. If I had to write something on there to remember what it is, it would be winners and losers. So somebody's feeling like, you know, they lost. Somebody wants things to go well, trying to think about how to proceed because the desire, the goal is to get back to our 4 of Wands. The 4 of Wands is about building a foundation together. It's about moving forward. So what I'm thinking of is, now, again, I'm assuming you're a romantic couple, but if you're not, the same thing does apply. Building a foundation, moving forward could apply to friends, family, and so forth. But this is somebody, though, who is very much feeling like there's a winner and there's a loser, feeling very passionate about Raju's position. He feels very passionate about his position. And again, he's trying to kind of figure out what to say next, what to do next. But I do think you're going to come together. And I do think that this was just an argument. I mean, clearly it sucked. Clearly you don't want it. But the underlying strength in your relationship is still there. The 4 of Wands is still there. So I do think he knows I was right and my argument was valid. See, so he I think kind of wanted to feel like he had to win. And he went in like, yeah, I'm right, I'm the best. And then he feels like, wah, wah, she won, or she's right. So he's going to plan, all right, let me think about how I want to say this, or what do I want to do next, or, you know, thinking about it. Why is he doing this? Well, he wants to talk about whatever you're talking about, of course, but what he really wants is to get back to where everything was normal, everything was okay. Everything is building that foundation and moving forward into the right direction. So, yeah. So I think, Gita, that he is just being a little sensitive because he feels like, you know, maybe you won, trying to kind of reformulate how he wants to approach going forward in terms of winning that argument. Communication is not great. It's off and on. Yeah. Well, that might also be why he's moving slowly with that Knight of Pentacles energy. You know, he wants to really be able to make it count. You know, Pentacles is about time and energy. Energy and time, what? That's about communicating, right? I mean, it's not the communication suit, but it's also what's required to make the effort to communicate, right? So he's taking his time. I do think it'll get back to normal, but I do think right now he is feeling like he lost, and that is, he's got to get over that. Yeah, but yeah, I do think it'll be back, though. I do think it'll come back to center. Definitely. All right, my friend Sharon Q, you are up next. We've got Sharon Q, Huncho Cake, and Batty Lex. Let me check. Let me see. Sharon Q, did you already type your question? Oh, you're very welcome, Gita. I hope that helped. Let me see if I can find Sharon Q's question. The chat falls off the top sometimes, so I'm not able. But let's find out. Sharon Q, I got it. Woohoo! Hi, Sharon. Thanks so much for your donation. Who will be my life partner? Someone new or an ex? Ooh, okay, we're going to do this a little different. Excuse me. We're going to do this a little different. And we're going to use the Modern Spellcasters Tarot. We're going to do 2 columns. We're going to do someone new or an ex. We want to see. All right, Sharon needs to know who will be Sharon's life partner. Is this someone new or an ex? Is this someone from the past or an ex? Life partner for Sharon Q. Okay, that was a good shuffle. That was smooth like butter. Okay, there's our first column, which is going to be someone new, and our second column, which is going to be an ex. Okay, so we're going to take a look. Okay, so someone new. Let's see what that's got. All right, Four of Pentacles and the Lovers. Ooh. Okay, so let's see. That's someone new. And this is going to be an ex. Oh, okay. All right. I'm going to tell you exactly what I think. All right. I ultimately think your life partner will be someone new, but I do think your ex is going to be coming in here pretty quick. I think your ex and you might even get back together. Who knows? It looks like, this. Well, let me explain. Ace of Cups. This is all about a new love. This is all about, handing that new love to somebody like, let's try again. Let's do this. It's also with our Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles is somebody who's trying to, if you heard that last reading, I was just talking about Knight of Pentacles quite a bit. Knight of Pentacles is somebody who's moving, but he's kind of really going slow because he doesn't want to make a misstep. He doesn't want to fall or do something wrong, right? So coming in with a new love, that makes total sense. But the reason I said someone new is because here we have our Four of Pentacles clarified here, or our second card, I should say, is the Lovers. The Lovers, this is the strong love. This is the solid love. This is the love that runs through as a theme in your life, as opposed to, I love you this weekend. I love you right now. I love you for 6 months. This is that connection. This is the connection. Does that make sense? This offer from the ex, while it might be, coming in, it could be that you guys maybe even get back together, but I don't think that's going anywhere because you've got this deep with this somebody else. This is deep. We've got our Four of Pentacles here. This is about something that you feel is truly in your heart. This is something you are holding close. So it looks positive on both sides. So I don't think, if you wanted to hang out with your ex or whatever, I don't think, though, that he is the soulmate. I don't think he's the one you're going to end up with. I don't think he's the partner. You might have some more fun. You might have a little bit of a mini relationship or whatever. But I'm absolutely thinking it's going to be someone new. Yeah, for sure. So your ex, maybe that's fun for you. Maybe you want to try to make it work. This is tarot cards. Tarot cards read the energy of the moment. So what does that mean? It means from this moment, if nothing changes, this is the likely outcome, right? Remember, we have free will, all of us and them. So you plus your ex and everybody, we all can be making changes and doing things that kind of twist the energy around. You see, energy is always moving, always swirling. The tarot cards are like, I always call it the cell phone to the universe. I check in like, hey man, how's it going? You see? So if this isn't like something you wanted to hear, you can obviously try, make your best choices, use your best judgment, of course, but cards are saying it looks like someone new is going to ultimately be the life partner, and you might have a couple false steps with X. Yeah. All right. Well, thank you, Sharon. I hope that works out for you, and thanks for the donation as well. Huncho Cake. Huncho Cake, you're up next. And then Batty Lex. So let me find Huncho Cake's question. Wait a minute. I thought I did that one. How does A feel about me? Didn't we just do that? No, we had another question for you. My brain does not remember things very easily. I'm not sure. Huncho Cake, could you please type your question for me again? I'm sorry. No, you're saying no. Okay. Huncho Cake, how does AJ for Jacqueline? Okay. Thank you. I'm like, wait a minute, we did that. All right. So let me just check real quick, Huncho Cake. I'm just going to check and see what we've got because I do hear more coming in. So Huncho Cake is next, then Batty Lex, and then I have 3 more. So let me just see where we are. Amira. Hello, Amira. Then Amira. This one is SMJ, yes, indeed. Thank you so much for your donation. I've got you down, and then I've got RD. All right, so let me just give you the lineup. We've got Huncho Cake, we've got Batty Lex, we have Amira, SMJ, and then RD. That is on our list. You know what? Here, I'll do like I did yesterday. Kind of makes it easier, right? All right, Huncho Cake is next. Then Batty Lex. What is it? Amira. Amira. I can't read my own writing. SMJ, and then our Rose D. Okay. There we are, guys. There's the lineup for right now for donations. All right. So I'm also going to do this because we are nearing the end of the freebie time. Where did it go? Here it is. There we go. We're on donations only right now, guys. So let us get back to our question. So we've got Huncho Cake. I can now devote my full attention. Okay. How does AJ feel about me? For Jacqueline. Okay, so this is the question is for how does AJ feel about Jacqueline? Oh, I think. Or how does AJ feel about you? Could you clarify? The question's for Jacqueline, so I assume you're wondering how does AJ feel? I don't know. Maybe if you could clear that up for me, please. Don't know for sure. Okay. Huncho Cake, let me know if we're talking, how does AJ feel about you? Your name is Jacqueline. That was for the donation. You're smarter than me. Thank you, honey. You're right on there. I just wasn't clicking it. I wasn't. You put your name there so I would know who your PayPal name is. Thank you. All right. So I got cards on the brain and I'm not thinking. Okay. So how does AJ feel about Jacqueline? We are going to find out using which deck? We are going to use the, I don't want to use that one. Oh, yes, I do. I want to use Anna Kay. Anna Kay is going to help us see what we need to see for Jacqueline. All right. How does AJ feel about Huncho Cake? Wait a minute. Messy today. There we go. There we go. How does AJ feel about me? Okay. Messy shuffler that time. There's our energy. We want to know how AJ is feeling about Huncho Cake. So Anna Kay deck, one of my very first decks outside of the Rider-Waite. Okay, feelings. Woo! We got the Page of Cups. This is really good. This is all about new information, new messages. Cups is the suit of love and emotion, so that's awesome. But this is somebody who is very curious, somebody who wants to see kind of what's going on. Somebody who also is a bit of an introvert, meaning they pull back and kind of observe and things like that. So our Page is, he's not rushing in like conquer you, like gimme, but is somebody who's like, hey, and they're stepping back to look. Okay, so how is AJ feeling about you? All right, so so our energy that's flowing around here is about, standing back, somebody who's thinking, you know what, I've got a little bit of interest peaked, that kind of a thing. But look at what's interesting here. We have our 9 of Swords and we have our 3 of Swords. The 9 of Swords is kind of about anxiety, depression, staying up late, thinking, overthinking, feeling upset about things. And then we've got our 3 of Swords, and the 3 of Swords is all about kind of like the death of something greatly held. It's kind of like the heartbreak card, where you feel like something's not going well. But interesting, because we have our King of Swords in the middle. The King of Swords is all about somebody who fixes things, somebody who makes changes, somebody who knows what to do and knows how to make a decision and knows how to be kind of that leader and create things, straighten them out. So how does he feel about you? I'm getting confused because I'm wondering if, is he seeing you as somebody who's a little bit, I don't know, Page of Cups. Okay, let me think here. If that's you or him, I think this is him. I think this is him. All right, let me see. Yes, you cut him off earlier this year. Yep. Okay, then that definitely is him. I was right. That is him. All right. So he's taken a step back. I think this has really upset him, and this has been something that's been ongoing as far as how he's feeling. This is the being kept up late at night, feeling sad, crying. I mean, look at her. Oh, that's sad. And then here's the heartbreak. Here's look at him. Wow, you cut him off. Look at the card. You're walking away and look at him sitting there with the flower in the snow, like, wah, wah, So that's you walking away. But I think AJ still has feelings for you. He's keeping his distance, and he feels that he might somehow still have a chance. The King of Swords is all about making plans, making moves. Look at him. He's making a move on a chessboard. He's trying to strategize. He's wearing armor because he's ready to go in and do the battle and fight. Not that he wants to fight with you, but you know what I'm saying? Like the symbolism of somebody who would be like in a battle, like, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to make this happen. But yet he's kind of taking his time because, look, he's been hurt before. So, he's looking at you. That's our energy for the entire spread. He still has feelings. Yeah, definitely. So I think there's still feelings there. And I think it still stings a little bit. The things that happen sting a little bit. But I do think he's still, interested. I do think that's there with our page. And I also think that with our king, that AJ believes there is a way back. There is a way back. Ooh, well, Huncho Cake, I don't know if you're thinking about it, but he's kind of looking at you quietly from afar is what I'm getting from our page. All right, my friend, thank you so much. All righty, Batty Lex. Batty Lex is up next. We've got Batty Lex, then Amira, and SMJ, then Rose D. What am I doing? Oh, I'm looking for Batty Lex. I'm looking for Batty Lex's question. Okay, I see Rose D's. I see SMJ. And you'll be up too. All right, Batty Lex, I'm not seeing your question, hon. If you could write it down at the bottom for me one more time. I'm not seeing it. I'm going up pretty far and I don't see it. So let me get back to the bottom. Batty Lex, thank you. All right, let's see what we've got. Am I on CJ's mind? Does he want to talk to me? Ooh. Okay, let's find out. We're going to use the Zombie Tarot. We're going to use the Zombie Tarot. We want to see what's going on in CJ's mind. And what's better than a zombie deck with brains? What's going on? All right, what's going on, CJ? Are you thinking about Batty Lex? Are you thinking about Batty Lex, and are you wanting to talk? Are you wanting to talk? We need to know. Please let us know what's going on in CJ's mind for Batty Lex. Okay. Okay, there's our energy. Ooh, I put it way over there. Sorry. It's hard because I'm looking at my hands, and then when I look up, I'm like, oh, geez, way over there. All right. No, it's too low. There we go. All right, so here is our energy. Right, Four of Wands. So, yes, I definitely think that is the case. We got to see what else we've got, but our Four of Wands, this is the energy for the entire spread, and this is what's going on. This is the current of energy. It's coming in like an ocean, and this is our Four of Wands. The Four of Wands is all about success. It's about success, but success that there's more work to be done. It's kind of like the first step in that, it's like that first achievement, but moving on, obviously more achievement is expected or needed or wanted, but that first step in that achievement. Woo! So that's awesome. So let us find out what is going on in here. Okay, so is he going to talk to you? Well, I'm not getting, swords is the suit of communication. So, that's kind of where I would say more contact. But, I do think, again, with our energy, there is more work to be done. You guys have started things. You've gotten it started, but there is more that needs to be done. Seven of Wands is telling me that, somebody kind of standing firm, standing strong on what they think and what they believe, what they're doing. Somebody is standing firm, keeping others away. I mean, look, keeping that hand away. This is pushing somebody off. Then we've got our Knight of Wands, Knight of Hazards. Knight of Hazards, that's Pentacles. And this is somebody who's moving slow in this deck. Clearly, this guy's not even moving. He crashed into this stoplight. So what I'm getting from this right here, I didn't even get to that one yet, but right here with this being our energy, things are at a standstill. Things are looking kind of stuck right now. Really kind of stuck. I see where it started off good, and let's find out what's going on. Something is stuck. So let me find out. We've got our 10 of Wands here, and this is about carrying a big burden. It's about carrying things. It's about trying, making it through. It's like this person isn't falling on the floor carrying all these things, but he's got his arms full, and it's hard work, and you're going somewhere, and oh my gosh, there's just so much to carry, and so yeah, well, let's see what you're expecting his baby, and that's why you wanted to know. You haven't talked in 2 weeks. You think you're done with each other, and that's him pushing you away. Exactly. Okay. All right. Yes, that is him pushing you away. All right. Well, this makes it even more clear. 4 of Wands, this is the foundation you had when you were together and got pregnant with your child. You guys are you're having a child, both of you. So the no communication, that's a bunch of crap. He should be, because at the very least, he should be checking in to see how you're doing, how you're feeling physically, if nothing else. But whatever. Well, that's a whole side note. But anyway, this is it. You started this foundation. There is more work to be done, but you started it. A child is a pretty big foundation, right? But this is somebody, just kind of pushing away. And this is somebody who's just stuck there. It's not moving right now. It is not moving. And here is just the burden. It's just, there maybe too much has happened. Maybe it's, things are, maybe he's afraid. Maybe he feels like, he's already got a lot on his plate and another child and, having a wife or, or a baby mom. I mean, I don't know if you'd get married or not, but you know what I mean? Having a partner, it's just too much work for me. It's going to take up too much of my time, too much of my energy. Now, this is Wands. It's not Pentacles. Pentacles would imply money. Wands is more about effort. Like, it's going to be too much work for me. I'm going to have to put in too much effort. So it's like being stuck, like, man, I'm at this standstill. So you guys started this. It was going well. But right now he's seeing it as just too much work, or it's just, he doesn't know what to do maybe. So he's doing nothing. Yeah, Baddie Lex. I don't like that at all for you. What he's doing. That's not right. That is not right. You need to think about yourself and take care of yourself and that baby, and think about your own harmony, your own peace, your own heart. Don't let someone else hurt your heart. Sometimes it happens and we didn't expect it, and that's just the way it goes, and we have to get over it. But now that you see the heart is hurt, your heart's getting hurt now. So now you can stop it. You can put the Band-Aid on and pull it away, and don't hand it to him to hurt more. Yeah. Batty Lex. All right. So we've got Amira, SMJ, and then Rose D. And I do think I heard something else coming in. Let me just double check. Nope. That was some story about something ridiculous that I don't care about. So let's go on. All right, Amira, let me find your question, my dear. Thank you again, Batty Lex. Good luck. And yes, I am, because you donated. Let me see. I'm looking for Batty Lex, and I just did Batty Lex. Here we go. Awesome. Thank you so much. All right. How will my future child be like? Ooh, I like it. I like this question. Let's use the Arcanum. We'll use the Arcanum Tarot. How will my future child be? What will Amira's future child be like? What can you tell us about Amira's future child? What can you tell us? Okay. So let's see what we've got. All right. There's our energy. We'll get an energy feel for like what kind of personality, what kind of temperament, maybe what kinds of interests and skills, that kind of a thing. So let's see what we've got. Ooh, okay. Well, your child, we've got King of Swords energy to, kind of tell us a little bit more about what your child would be like. This is somebody who is definitely a leader, somebody who is strong, who has opinions, somebody who's got strong opinions, and wants to make their opinion known, wants to make sure that they are the ones, that everyone knows, what their opinion is, and they want it to go their way. This is somebody, too, who can take emotion out of it and be logical. So that's a perfect person who's going to, come in and make stuff happen. You want them to be somebody who's not acting just on emotional things. So that's awesome. So let's see what else we've got. So decision maker. We've got, okay. Wow, we've got some great things. Well, your child, first of all, this energy, again, applies on the whole thing. So no nonsense, really getting stuff done. I think your child is going to be always having new things happening. New things happening. It's going to be, starting new things. This is about, now I'm not talking new things like, hey man, I want to go out for some ice cream, or, oh, I've got a new friend I want to go play kickball with. That's normal kid stuff. But I think that you're going to find that your child is always like looking for the next adventure. Like, and the reason being is because they're successful in things. They're the King of Swords energy. So this is somebody, again, who's looking for new things. This is going to be the love of your life. This Ace of Cups. Now, being your child, I guess that's not exactly news. Of course, you'd love your child, and it's going to be the love of your life. But this is telling me that this is just going to be overflowing like this cup, like this Ace of Cups is showing us. So this is going to be somebody who really loves his mom, and I don't know necessarily that it's a boy or a girl, but remember, gender neutral. I see that we have all men here in the cards, but it is gender neutral. This is somebody who loves their mommy. So this is somebody who's really going to be close to you. And here we've got our Five of Wands. The Five of Wands is telling me that this person has got an opinion and is going to fight for that opinion. We already kind of knew that with our Five of Swords, but the Five of Wands just really drives that point home. This is definitely somebody who is going to fight for what they want, knows what they want, and they're going to go get it. Again, sometimes being a little bit emotionally detached, but not from you, because you're mom, and that is that you're going to have a real strong love with with your child, and you're going to find that your child is going to always be starting some new adventures. That's awesome. This is awesome. Oh, I love it, Amira. That sounds like a pretty good kid. All righty. Thank you so much, Amira. All righty, SMJ. How are you, SMJ? What are V's feelings and intentions toward me currently in no contact? Okay. I hate that, don't you? All right, let's use Everyday Witch. And thank you for the donation, SMJ. All right, so the Everyday Witch is going to help us to find out what are V's feelings and intentions toward SMJ. What are V's feelings and intentions toward SMJ? Okay, that was a good shuffle too. This deck is a good shuffle deck. Because I certainly know it's not me. It's luck. When I shuffle well, it's literally because lucky shuffle. Oh, okay. So, V, what is going on with you? All right. So we have, I just can't talk. King of Pentacles. There we go. King of Pentacles energy for the spread. This is somebody who is very much a stable and sensitive or sensible kind of energy. The energy here is, always talking about how great other people are and really, rising people up, making people feel good. That's the energy. So let's find out how it applies to the question. The question is, what are the feelings and intentions? Oh, good intentions. Very good intentions. I see that you're saying currently no contact. That's going to be changing. This is our Ace of Swords. This is for new communication, a brand new communication, literally. If I wrote that on the card, it would be exactly what it means. New communications coming. It's the first one in the spread. Remember our energy, somebody who likes to kind of talk and praise people for when they're doing a good job. This is stable energy, sensible energy. We've got our Four of Pentacles right after that. That new communication is coming. Not sure why you might not be talking. However, it looks like something is being held in tight, meaning I'm either not going to budge on my position that we had an argument about or whatever, or I'm not sharing my feelings right now. I don't have enough time for you, those kinds of things. Not sure what you might have had an argument about. But it just seems like, that was probably like the pullback, the hold back, possibly why you're not the no contact. It's coming though. Here we got a brand new thing here. And then the reason I got all giddy in the beginning was we got the 10 of Cups. That is telling me that there are good intentions. The 10, the number 10 is all about kind of renewing things. It's about achieving things. Well, you know what? If you guys had no contact in the beginning, that would be a change to have contact, right? So that's a change right there. It's cups. So that's love and home and emotional stability, things like that. So I do think that there are good intentions. I see communication coming in, but I do think that things are kind of being held in tight. Not sure exactly what might happen. Let's see. I hope communication comes in soon. He just viewed your Snapchat. That's the King of Pentacles. He's looking at your social media. Social media is where you highlight yourself, isn't it? Your Snapchat's all about you, what you're doing, what you look like, what you're eating, whatever your chat is or your pictures are. That's somebody looking at somebody else. That's who the promoter, you're being promoted there. He's watching you. Whoa. And there's the new communication. Here's holding back that communication. And here's where the intentions are good. Yeah, SMJ. I'm thinking it's coming. This is telling me this is the real kicker. That's the real kicker. Ace of Swords energy for you, my friend. New communication coming. Woo! That's good. All righty. Let me see. I do hear my phone here a minute ago. I did. I thought I did. All right. I know this is not okay. Tia, how are you? How are you? Thank you for the donation, hun. All right, Rose D. Oh, wait a minute. And I do have Katie H. Okay, I didn't see that. Katie H. All right. Sorry, I almost missed that. All right. So Tia, I think yours has not quite arrived yet, but I'm sure it will. So we've got RD. I've got Katie H and Tia. I believe I'm caught up on those names. Oh, you're welcome, SMJ. You're still here. Good thing. All right, Rose, thank you so much. Where is your question? Let me find it. Let me just, oh, Light Soul, that's you. All right, this is Scoot Goofy. My things aren't coming in. Okay, give me a minute. I figured it out. So we've got Rose D up next. And then we have, where'd it go? Light Soul. That's who we are going with. That's it. Light Soul. And then we have Katie H and Tia. All right. Now I got it in order. Sorry. I try to do them in the order that they come in, just to make it fair. So we've got Rose D, Light Soul, and then Katie H and Tia. I'm going to write it in the chat. Rose D, I'm going to check for your question here in a second. And if not, if you could just type it. Katie H and Tia. All right, there's where we are. Okay. So, where am I? Okay. Oh, and there you go, Katie HCH. Thank you, my dear. All right. Okay, I got it all now. I'm good. So we've got, yes, Rose D, Light Soul, Katie H, and Tia up on deck. So let's find Rose D's question, and then we will see what the cards have to say. I'm just looking up to see if I can find it, if you wrote it. Rose D. Nope, I do not see it. If you could write it for me, honey, I don't have it on the bottom, the top, or something must have fallen off. Rose D. Yeah, I'm going up pretty far and I'm not finding it. Oh, I got it. I was just about to give up. I thought I was too high. Oh, yay me, I found it. All right. Thank you, Rose, for your donation. How would things go if me and my little family moved to Minnesota? I feel it would be a fresh start, but I'm just curious how things would go down there. Ooh, how exciting. Where are you now? How far would that be for you? I'm in Illinois. So my grandma, though, my grandma's family is all from Minnesota. And they say Minnesota because they're from Minnesota. We got that Canadian kind of sound. All right, so let me see. Oh, another one just came in too. Let me see. Yeah, okay, I got that one. Okay, what are we going to use? We're going to use the... No, I don't want to use that. We're going to use this, the Druid Graft. We haven't used this in a while. You're in Texas. Okay, so, all right. It'll be a great fresh year. Notice how things will go down there. Okay. All right, so you're in Texas and you're wondering about Minnesota. That would definitely be a change and, obviously location, but I mean in location in the country, you'd have different weather, that would be a big change. I don't know if is that considered the Midwest, Minnesota? Illinois is, and I always feel like those are like the northwest kind of stuff. I don't know. My grandma's from Minnesota. All right, Minnesota. What's going to happen if Rose D and her family move to Minnesota? All right, so Rose D in Minnesota. Let's see. Oh, what happened here? All right, I got to do another quick shuffle. I had a couple turned over cards. Let me just do another shuffle. I didn't mean to do that. I like a fresh shuffle. Fresh shuffling. Okay. All right, Minnesota. How would things go for Rose D and her family? There we go. Now we got a fresh shuffle. Fresh shuffle. Wait a minute. Yeah. All righty. So, Druidcraft is going to help us to see what this move would look like. 10 of Wands. Okay. 10 of Wands is talking about lightening up your load. Lightening your load. I know you're talking about a fresh start, so I'm not sure what you might need to lighten. What part of your load, but it might be, maybe you've got some, I don't know, maybe you got family issues, maybe you got the work issue, maybe you're just tired of it there. But you got to lighten that load, and that, let's see what these say, but that might be saying, you know what, it'll be a lot easier. Let's find out. Oh boy. Yeah, hon. Yes. Wow. Okay. Let me tell you why I'm getting all goofy. All right. Lighten the load. Lighten the load. Well, why? Well, 4 of Cups. This is telling me that, you know what? You are bored of where you are, and you've got some, wait, let me put this down. I need more hands. You're bored of this. This is Texas. I'm sitting here with my cups. Don't really care. Here's Minnesota. You're like, gee, I could just turn around and see Minnesota and solve that boredom, right? This is cups. So this is love and emotions and satisfaction, emotional well-being. Okay. So there's your Minnesota. There's your Texas. Well, what else? Holy crap. Look at this. 8 of Cups. Here's Texas. And you're going to get Minnesota. What? This is like super clear. Cups, again, emotionally satisfying. This is where you're going to feel good. This is where the warm and fuzzies are going. Do you know why I know that? Because our 8 of Cups is walking over here. Where is our 8 of Cups walking to? To our 10 of Cups. That's where. 10 of Cups. This is all about the end of the road, meaning this is where your happy home and family are, and I am not even kidding you. That is what this means. Look at the card. Happy home and family. There's all your cups. That's all your awesome emotions. Everything's great. Happy family. Rainbows in the background. Again, let's just sum it up because this is too amazingly cool. Very straightforward too. Lighten your load, lighten your load, lighten your load. Leave Texas, go to Minnesota. Lighten your load, walk away from Texas, go to Minnesota. Lighten your load. By doing all this, you now get to here and you have no load. It's gone because you're all happy now. Whoa, that was super clear. I'm like freaking out because that was super clear. Yeah. So Rose, I want you to always remember, and this is for everyone, please always use your best judgment. You have, you're smart, you have intuition, and you know what's best. But the cards are saying, should you go to Minnesota? This saying, hell yeah, you should. So things would be great. In fact, this is where you're going to feel that emotional satisfaction, that happiness. That's where you're going to feel it. Oh, I love it, Rose. Oh, you're very welcome. You got butterflies. I love it. That was amazing. Amazing. Okay. Yeah, that one. I'm going to be talking about that one all day, meaning how cool it was. Light Soul. How are you, my friend? Light Soul is up next. And, thanks, Rose. I'm glad. Rose said she loves the channel. I'm glad. I love helping you guys. I love reading cards, and it's so much fun. I hope it's helpful. I hope it's informative. I hope it's fun. Hope it's entertaining sometimes. I just love it. All righty, Light Soul. I see you here. Thank you so much. All right. Light Soul would like to know, what are the estates, thoughts, or feelings on me, please? Okay. The estates. Is this a person? Oh, estates. Estates? Am I saying it right? It's a person. It's a person. Estates, estats. I'm not sure if I'm saying it right. I'm probably saying it totally wrong. Amira is the only one I have points on for saying it right. Everybody else, I'm terrible. All right. So I'm going to call him E right now, just in case. I'm going to say, what are E's thoughts and feelings for me? Let us use, what do we want to use? We want to use today's journey. We haven't used this one in a while. I think we used it yesterday, but all right. The real estate agent. Okay. I do remember this now that you're saying it. Oh, I can't remember what the card said, though. I can't remember. Well, we'll see what they say today, and that'll tell us, right? All right. So what are the real estate agent's thoughts and feelings? Yeah, I do remember. Okay. There we go. Let's get our energy out. We are looking to see what are the feelings for Light Soul. There is a crush going on, and we need to know, is the real estate agent feeling the same way? One of Earth. This is the new opportunity. This is all about, now, if you're working with a real estate agent, I don't know if you're buying a house or if you're helping somebody else buy a house, or if you're selling your house, or what you're doing. But whatever it is, that the reason you know this person, I mean, things are going well. This is a new opportunity to make things happen. If it involves your home, well, then that looks awesome. If it doesn't involve your home and this is just somebody you know, this is a new opportunity for, time and energy. Something is coming where you're able to maybe connect. And again, if you're selling your house, this is looking like where things are going. That looks positive as well. So looking good. Let's see what we've got and how it kind of pulls together. Ooh. All righty. Well, we do. We have some awesome things. I definitely think that the real estate agent is going to be making a move soon. I do. I'm going to get an endgame card on feelings. I think I can put 2 and 2 together, though, and say the feelings must be good if you're going to make a move on something, right? So we've got a brand new opportunity to start something, and this is an everyday life kind of a thing. So this might be dating. Now, obviously, I realize romance and dating is cups. That's part of love. But what do you need to go out on dates and to make you need time and energy, right? You need to have dating. You got to go out to lunch, or you got to talk over the computer. You got to do something with physical everyday stuff, right? New opportunities coming in for that. The reason I said that I think something's going to start up, we've got our Father of Fire, which is our King of Wands. Couldn't think there for a minute. This is somebody who is always like the very passionate, animated person. He has great ideas. He really wants to go in there. It's kind of like the go big or go home kind of thing. That's coming right after that. What's coming right after that is our Magician. So this is about trying to create this trying to create a new spark to grow these things, to grow this power, to grow these things, which would mean, I'm sorry, I'm tripping on my words. I don't know why. I think I'm thinking faster than I can talk. Breathe. There we go. The Magician is trying to create things based off of this solid confidence, this foundation, these warm feelings. And I think the real estate agent thinks that, you know what, he's got it going on. So I don't think that, he thinks there's any real risk that you won't be interested. I think he believes that he is, right there. I don't think he thinks there's anything to worry about. This is where he's going to make the change. This is our tower moment. This is about something big change coming. The big change coming would be the contact. I think he's trying. I think he's interested. We've got our pentacles here. Our pentacles, our Ace of Pentacles. Let's get a couple more cards, though. I need a little more clarity. I think there's something being attempted, trying to do something. I think this is him. That go big or go home kind of guy, real confident. You know, I mean, look at, we got like somebody on the board of directors or wherever in this office, you know, feeling like, yo, I know what I'm doing. Here's our creation. We got to create a change. We got to make something happen. What do we need to make happen? Well, the question is saying, are you going to go out? Are you going to do something? Yeah, that's what we need to do. And here's that opportunity to do that. But we need a little more. We need to know from the bottom of the deck, we want to know what the feelings are. We know it's looking like the thoughts are potential, but we want to know what the feelings are for Light Soul. Feelings. Okay. This is our Page of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles is somebody who is often looking to start new things. Somebody who has good intentions and wants to make things happen and is perfectly ready to dig in and take as long as that will take. Does the real estate agent not really know that you are interested? I don't know. Let's get another one. Another Pentacles. We've got a lot of Pentacles coming in. We've got a lot of Pentacles. Okay. This is a lot of work going on. Okay. Real estate. I don't know if you are trying to sell or buy a home yourself, or if you're working with this person, or you just know this person. Don't know which it is. This real estate agent is very much focused on work. There's a lot of work going on. Your person is also trying to, maintain this success. This is like a CEO of a company. That's exactly who that person is. Wants to create more of it. We've got to change, though. Got to break away from all of this working to get to that change. I'm not seeing any love cards, though. And, I'm seeing the potential change like time to date, but I don't see any love. So let's see. Yes, he's a workaholic, you're saying. There's a ton of work, tons of work going on. But we got the big change and we got this new opportunity. So one more time, we need to know, is this big change that the real estate agent is wanting to perhaps see Light Soul? What have we got? Oh, yeah, we got the World on that one. That's all about completion, kind of the end of the journey. That's a yes. When I asked, are the feelings good? All right, I'll tell you exactly what this is saying. What this is saying is the thoughts, I think, are there. I think he's super focused on work. I think there is a potential, but it is going to be once he kind of finishes his project, whatever he's working on right this minute. If he's got a goal, like third quarter, I want to make X amount of dollars, or I want to sell this many homes, or whatever. He's reaching his goals, and that's what he's doing. He's trying to get to the end where he's not going to stop. Just because he gets to the end of the journey with a goal doesn't mean he's not going to have new goals and keep working and do things, but he's super focused on work. And as soon as he gets whatever project he's working on right now finished, that's when the big change is coming. That totally makes sense now. That would be when this might come. So I think the potential is there. I think he's holding himself to his convictions that he's a workaholic. I got to work. I got to have my foot on the gas. I like my job, whatever he's thinking. He's got a goal and he has to meet that goal, whether that's a self-imposed goal, like he set it for himself, or that's a goal that his work set for him. I don't know, but whatever that goal is, once he finishes that goal, that's when this big change is coming, and that's when it's going to open it up. That's when he's going to feel like, you know what, now I can focus on other things. He's very, very much, what is it called? Narrow focus. He's got a narrow focus. He's got tunnel vision. That's the word, tunnel vision. He is tunnel visioning on work. Yeah, but this is why I say it's potential is definitely there. That, and we had the World card. For sure, my friend. Oh, you're very welcome, and thank you. Okay, so now we have Katie H. Katie H. Let me find your question. Hey, Martin, how are you? Oh, and you're asking me how much do people normally donate? Well, it kind of goes, it bounces around. The rule of thumb is I usually tell people, obviously, I would never want to sacrifice your well-being. I mean, if you need money for lunch, keep your money. But, the only thing, as much as you would like to, I think they're all generous, and I love them all and appreciate them all. The only thing I ask is nothing lower than $1, because I do pay a lot of fees on that, and it costs me money. So it ends up costing me. So really, it's totally up to you. My friend Tarot, the night reader, he often says this, and I like it. He says, whatever you feel, that the time is worth, whatever my time is worth, or, my advice or whatever. But again, I don't want anybody feeling like, crap, now I can't get lunch, or whatever. Do what you can, and I appreciate them all of any amount. I have some people who are super generous, and that's really awesome. But, whatever you can afford and whatever you feel it's justified, All right. But thank you. I hope that cleared that up for you. Answered that question, I mean. All right. I do see another donation coming in from, I thought this was somebody, but it's TW, who's got my favorite number on there, my favorite number for the donation. Let's see. Unconditional love. What is your initials, unconditional love, please? Oh, it says you really need some help. And I'm assuming that is your name, or I'm not sure what your name is. S. Okay. That's not it, but I'm looking. I will get it. All right. TW. That is who it is. I thought I knew who that was. There's a Tia on here who I thought that was you, but it is not necessarily. So, is that Elaine? Sarah. Okay. Unconditional love. Thank you. All right. We're getting it organized. All right. I wish that PayPal names and well, you know what? My YouTube name doesn't match either. Obviously, on YouTube, I'm Modern Priscilla Tarot, and in my PayPal, I'm Denise, because that's my real name. So I don't use it either. Okay, so we've got KDH, Tia, uncomfortable, unconditional love. I said uncomfortable. And I think we're up now. I think we're back up to speed now. I think we are. If I did not call your name and you donated, please let me know. Right now, I have KDH, Tia, and unconditional love. Okay, so I'm going to write that on here. If you believe that, if you donated and I did not call your name, please let me know, and I will double check again. And unconditional love. All right, there we go. There's our lineup for right now. KDH, that's where we are. All right, KDH, let's get to your question. Let me scroll back up and see if I can find it. There it is. Thank you, KDH. Okay. Wondering how November is looking and any evolving in my spiritual practice. I want to be more connected to spirit. Thanks. Nice. Okay. I love this. I love spirit questions. I love them, love them. So we're going to use, why do I keep getting so confused lately? We're going to use the spellcasters. Modern spellcasters going to tell us. So how is November looking for KDH? Spiritual practice. We want to know specifically about improving, increasing, deepening that connection to spirit. We need to know, spirit, we need to know what can KDH do to help get connected. All right. I think this is a great deck for this question. Really earthy. All right. So let's see, what can you do? Oh, sorry, I'm way off there. Okay. Queen of Cups. Okay. So what this energy, now again, the question is, how is November looking as far as how is your spiritual practice evolving? The Queen of Cups is here to tell us that you cannot let, disappointments get in your way, or, I'm not saying the right word. Disappointment's not the right word. I've been exactly where you are, and I still am. I am always trying to evolve and grow and connect, to spirit. And if I look back from where I am now to where I was, when I first started this journey, I'm obviously worlds apart. But, if I don't compare it and just think about it, I'm like, geez, I have so much to go. So what this card is saying is, don't get yourself bogged down with what's not working. The Queen of Cups is somebody who really can kind of pull everything together. She is somebody who is very in touch with her emotions and things, but she's also very sensitive. She doesn't like to be disappointed. She gets a little moody. So what this is saying is, don't let those human emotions get in the way of the connection. We can only hear things when we're listening. We can't hear if we're all full of emotion, anger, tears, regret, anger, or frustration, whatever that is. We have to be quiet to be able to hear. So we can't have all that emotional noise. Ooh, oh, you got great things for November. Oh, yeah, you do. All right, you got the Ace of Wands to start us off. This is all about, get this, growth and effort. This is a new growth and effort coming in for you. I think you're going to find that you are having some positive results. You're going to have something that you're really going to be able to move forward with. Whether that's a new kind of direction, a new technique that you read about, heard about, or one that you just discover on your own. You know what I have found? There are a lot of things out there that are the tried and true, like to meditate, do this or do that. Now, I'm not making fun. I'm not saying they're not right. But what I've found is a lot of stuff I make up as I go, meaning if that's not working for me, but I'm going to do it this way. Or when I have a realization on my own, it's a way to use it as a building block to kind of build off of things. So this is saying, you know what? Don't limit yourself to just what you think it's supposed to be like or what you think you're supposed to do. Be open to it. That really is important. Here we have our Five of Pentacles. This is saying that you might have a friend or a mentor type of person, or even, just somebody else in this type of community that you're going to be able to kind of walk with, meaning they're going through the same thing, or they can share their experience, or they can give you advice, or they might even ask you for advice and you give them advice. And now all of a sudden you're like, light bulb, now I think of it this way. You know what I mean? It's definitely going to be somebody that's going to be advantageous for you. So whether or not that's just somebody anonymous on a Facebook group that you joined, or if it's somebody that you're, actively working with in person, or anything in between, that is something that you would want to continue to do. Here we've got the World, and this is another one I'm getting super excited about, because this is about learning the lessons. You have been working on this. You are really trying to deepen your connection. Don't allow yourself to feel upset about it, or to keep thinking about, ooh, something's wrong, or ooh, I can't do it, or ooh, what's going on. No, don't do that, because you've got this great new opportunity coming to grow. All those lessons and all those things that you've been learning up until this point are all coming together here. This is all about a journey and the completion of a journey. Now, like I said in the beginning, this is an ongoing journey. You're always going to be kind of fine-tuning, your spiritual practice, your radar, how tuned in you are, that kind of a thing. You're always going to be kind of working on that, because you always want to improve and get better and have more. But this is saying, I think you're really going to feel like an evolution, to use your word. You're going to feel that evolution, the evolution around here. And it's here, you're going to be like, all right, I'm sewing that up. I can put that in my back pocket. I've achieved this. So yeah, so the advice is, don't let the moods get in your way. You might want to rely on somebody else or talk with somebody else, or, that'll inspire something new for you. And be open to new things. Be open. It's not always the way we expect it to be. If we're looking for a blue car, we might miss the other cars that are driving by because we're just looking for a blue car, right? Now, I know that's silly. Of course, we'd see the cars, but you get my point. All right, Katie H., I hope that helped. All righty, Tia, and then unconditional love. And then I am going to be shutting down the list. I do have to be aware of the time. So let's just see how it goes. I'm going to see if I get a text that I have to go do something. That's why I was saying I'm checking my text. But let's see. Tia, let's find your question, my dear. Tia, you're up next. All right, let me see where you are. Tia. Oh, I'm not seeing it. Let me see, Tia. It might have fallen off the top. If you could, well, let me look. If you could write it again, I'm not seeing it, Tia. Nope, I'm not seeing it. So if you could write that again for me, please, then I will get to your reading right away. Let me just check one more time. I'm looking in case I missed it. It's, nope, I don't have it. I definitely do not. All righty. Oh, hi, we've got some people coming in. Ratika, we've got Sweeta, and we have Sydney Zeckman. Hello, Elaine Tat. How are you? My good friend Martin. You know what, Martin, if you're still here, guess what? Milo has still not come back. Isn't that awful? Milo is the neighbor cat who ran away. It's awful. It's been like 3 weeks now. We're on donations right now. The free list is closed. Donations are open and open to you and your generosity. Whatever you feel is something you feel comfortable with, whatever you feel makes sense for the reading. The only thing I ask is, minimally, nothing less than $1, because I do get charged and stuff like that. Some people donate $1, some people donate $10, so, some people donate 20, some people donate 4, so it's totally up to you. Everything is appreciated, of course, and nothing is expected. It's certainly not mandatory. The free list goes on for an hour, but donations come first. I do have to say that because you know how it feels. If you made a donation, you can't feel like, hey, All right, Tia. From yesterday's reading, who is the guy that is going to sweep me off my feet? Oh, yeah, the ooh la la. I love it, Tia. Oh, that's right. It's that ooh la la card. So we got ooh la la 2 times for you. The ooh la la card is, I love it when the ooh la la pops up because it is so fitting for ooh la la. We're going to use the Crow Tarot. Okay, so we want to know, who is this guy? What are we, well, you know what? We need to know, we need to know some personality traits. We need to know, where you might meet this person. How are you going to recognize the ooh la la? Ooh la la. All right. Let me get one more shuffle in. I needed to do more. Okay. Oh, that was messy. Holy crap, that was messy. It's funny because I shuffle with my eyes closed when I'm, asking the question. And sometimes I open my eyes and I see the big mess I made. And sometimes I can feel it, so I know I did. But other times I'm like, geez, I didn't know it was that bad. All right. So who is this person? Tia, look what we got. The energy for this spread is the Lovers. What? All right, the Lovers. Now, obviously, we can use our common sense and see what the Lovers would be. The Lovers, this is about two people. This is about that deep soul kind of love. This isn't the I love you today, I love you this weekend, or I love you for now. This is the I love you. This is the I love you true at my core kind of love. So that's what we've got. Awesome energy for the question. How can you even? All right. Okay. Wow, you got all good cards. And this is telling me, God, this is going to be awesome. I mean, the Star. Okay. We said, who is this person coming? Who is this? Now, the Star, this is the recognition card. This is like somebody, well, imagine a movie star, the Star. Imagine somebody in the military who gets awarded the Star, the Star of Valor. I'm not sure. I'm not in the military. I don't want to say it wrong. But anyway, you get my point. Somebody who's recognized for doing a good job. Somebody who does well. We've also got our Page of Wands. The Page of Wands is always talking about new information because he's a page. Because he's wands, this is somebody who's kind of a little bit youthful, somebody who has room to grow a little bit. Sometimes it's a indication of a little bit of an immaturity, but it also can indicate not necessarily immature in attitude and age, but immature meaning in the journey. Like if, the start to the finish of a journey, well, the things that happen in the start would be the immaturity. Do you see what I mean? It's all about symbolism, and the symbolism is think of a person who's young in the journey, that kind of a thing. So it could be physically a younger person or somebody who's a little more immature or feels like they maybe don't have as much life experience. Here we've got our Four of Wands. This is all about that foundation. This person is going to be wanting to build a foundation right away. This is super strong. This ooh la la person, if we would have gotten the ooh la la card, I would have just fallen off my chair for real. This is something really strong. Somebody who really sees you, somebody who admires you, somebody who thinks that, you're just great. This person might be a little bit of a younger person, or it might be somebody a little bit on the immature side, but wants to build a foundation, is as the goal of that in their mind. Really the love, I can't even say. That's just too much. That is just too much. So we need a couple more, though, because I'm not seeing more about where you're going to see this person. Sweep you off your feet is right. So when are they coming? They're going to pray. They're going to dote on you, meaning they're going to dote on you. You're gorgeous. You're beautiful. You're smart. You've done this. I think you're great at it. It's something like that. So can we get a hint, please? We need a hint. Where can Tia think she might find this person? Okay. We've got our Nine of Cups. This is all about satisfaction and personal relationship. I asked where. This card can sometimes indicate hospitality type of things. This would mean at a party. This would mean checking in at the hotel. This would mean your waiter. This would mean, somebody like that. Now, I know with COVID, we're not all doing as much as we used to and all that kind of stuff. But this is something about hospitality. So somebody you might have met, could even be somebody at the store being kind, like, hey, here's your this or that, someone who's being hospitable. So keep your eye open from that. And we want to know also, is this coming soon? Is this coming soon? Queen of Wands. I believe it is going to be coming sooner rather than later. Queen of Wands, she is it. She is who we all want to be. I think that, this is just ripe for the taking. I think this is probably somebody who is in a hospitality type of situation. It could be actually professionally in hospitality, or it could just be somebody who's really hospitable, really nice, really welcoming. But I think that's where it's going to be. And I do believe it is coming soon. I did ask that, and we got our Queen of Wands, which is telling me we got a little fire in there. We got a little heat. Yeah. There you go. All right, Tia. Ooh la la. All righty. We've got unconditional love up next. So let's get your question. Let me see here. Can you do a reading to see who will win in the election? Martin is just asking that question for me at the bottom of the chat. You know what? I can't, and I'll tell you why. Can I technically? Yes. Technically, I can totally do that. But I will choose not to because I have very, very, very strong opinions about who I want to win and who I do not want to win. So I am afraid that if I were to do that, I wouldn't be confident that I wasn't inserting my own thoughts into it. Does that make sense? I like to read cards that for people and leave it like a blank slate so that I'm open to whatever is coming in and whatever the cards are saying. But if I have too strong of opinions, you know what I mean? I'll be seeing what I want to see without even intending to do it, So that's why I do that. I just, but I do you know how bad I want to? Because I could do a reading right now, and I'm sure, I don't know. I even thought about doing political stuff, but I also don't want to offend people who don't see things my way. Oh, Aquileo, hey, I didn't see you come in. How are you? Yes, we are on donations right now. In fact, let me check. I have unconditional love up next, and I think that is our last. Money, many say, all right, well, I don't care. You guys want to know who I want to win? I think that this is right. I want Biden to win. So if you are not a Biden supporter, I hope that didn't offend you. As long as we just keep it at tarot, what difference does it make, right, guys? So I am, if I do a reading, it's all going to say Biden because I know that I'm putting my own energy into it because I have really, really, really strong opinions. So yeah, we're gonna just cross our fingers and we're gonna, political stuff is hard. It's like I don't want to alienate anybody. I don't dislike people who think differently about politics, that kind of a thing. But it's also like we all have our own opinions, and that's what it takes everybody with different opinions to make it go well. If we all thought the same way and did everything the same, do you know how screwed up it would be? There would never be any new ideas. There would never be any challenges. You know what I mean? So I am going to leave it at that. Whoever you guys are voting for, if you're in the U.S., you know what? I say go vote, and vote. I mean, not that many times. You're only allowed to vote once. But, I mean, do it. I think we all need to be heard, no matter who you're voting for. Personally, I have very strong opinions in favor of Joe Biden. Now you know what I think if you were curious. But if you don't like him or you're not voting for him, I don't care. We're having fun. We're doing tarot. All right. So that's the answer. I'm sorry. I don't know. I went off on a tangent there. So we've got unconditional love. How are you, my dear? Sorry, I'm yakking about stupid politics. We don't want to talk about politics, do we? Do we? All righty. So, I thought I had it up there. Unconditional love's question. Oh, there it is. I knew I saw it. All right. Unconditional love. Will Chris finally commit so that we are in a real relationship? We've been in an on-off relationship for the last 9 months. It makes me so anxious. He won't show any feels or real intentions. We are Sagittarius. So you're both Sagittarius. Okay. So, Chris, we need a commitment on and off for the last 9 months. Okay. Yeah, that's hard, isn't it? That is hard. We're going to use Edgar Allan Poe. We're going to use that. Oh, my stomach's growling. You heard that. Wow, this deck shuffles so nice. It shuffles like butter, just like butter. All right, Chris, what is going on? Unconditional love wants a commitment. Need to just switch it up here. All right, let's see what our energy is. Woo! Temperance. That's nice. That's perfect for your question. Temperance energy is really nice. It's all about balance. It's all about having enough, and it's all about things, sharing things. I mean, look at the cups she's got. I guess it's a she. It looks kind of like a Ew, I don't like that face, but whatever. Anyway, it's tossing. The energy is going back and forth, back and forth. It fills one cup, it fills the other. Even when these are two separate people with two different ideas, we have a black cup, we have a white cup. The yin and yang. Think about the yin and yang, the opposites, opposites in the yin and yang symbol there. That's where we want to be. So this is looking like really, really good. So let's see what else we've got. Okay. All right, 8 of Cups. This is kind of about walking, looking for more, I think we all know exactly what that means. You're looking for more. We're asking for that commitment. We're walking on to something new. Let's see what we've got here. We've got our Page of Wands. Now, the Page of Wands, this is somebody who really kind of needs to grow up a little bit. Somebody who has great ideas and really wants to do things, has great goals, but it is really kind of needs to grow up a little bit. Yeah. We've also got the Hermit right next to him. Now look at how nice. The Hermit's looking right at him and he's running away. This is kind of immature person, and this is the person who's wise and says, let's do this, and we should do that, and this makes sense, and I've thought about it, those kinds of things. So, yeah, would you say, unconditional love, that we've got Chris? Is Chris a little bit more kind of immature in that respect? We've got the balance coming, though. So the balance is telling me that, looking for something more, obviously. You know what that means. That's you. You want the balance. The balance is coming. If indeed that he is a little more immature, that's okay, because the balance is coming. If it's not about an immaturity, then it could be about somebody who's just really excited to jump into things, that kind of thing. But immature is where I'm going. But that is going to balance out. And then here, we've got our wise Hermit. The one who says, you know what, this is how we do things, and this is how it would be best, and we should do it this way. It's wise. That balance is coming into play. So yes, so I am thinking that while I think this person's a little bit immature, and let's get an end game. Looking for that brighter shore is what I'm getting here. Wait a minute, what am I using? Modern spell. Oh, man, I almost dropped it, and I grabbed it in the nick of time. I am number 1. Let's make sure. Yeah. No. Now, here we go. Endgame card. Wow, I made a mess, but I caught it. Okay, so we're going to use the bottom of the deck. We need to know, is a commitment coming? I see the no commitment. I do see the balance is coming, though. So that to me says yes. But I want a little stronger message. Yes or a no? Will Chris finally commit to unconditional love, please? Both Sagittarius, let me know now. High Priestess. Okay. It's still a mystery. It's still a little bit unknown. But this is the thing about the High Priestess. It is unknown, but there is, with the High Priestess, there is that thing where you're supposed to imagine that everything comes and goes, meaning it's going to come. The moon is what you often see in the High Priestess card. She often has her foot on the moon right there. And that's about saying, yes, the new moon comes, the cycles of the moon go. You're not ever worried that some night the moon's not going to be there, are you? There might be cloud cover and you can't see it or whatever. But honestly, do you ever think that the moon is not there? No. Of course not. So this is about feeling like I can't tell what's going on, but I'm feeling confident about it. Does that make sense? All right, so let's get another one. That's pretty telling, but I want to see, is a commitment coming soon? Yes or no? Yay! What? We got the lovers. We've got the lovers. We got the lovers. All right. So I said, is a commitment coming soon? That's what that answer was for. It is the lovers card. Now, why the artist made it all dark blue and stuff like that, I have no idea. That's kind of weird, but whatever. I love the deck, but that's weird. Anyway, the lovers. This is, again, I don't know if you heard me a little bit ago. I was saying this isn't the I love you this weekend, I love you right now or for now. You know, this is the deeper kind of thing. So I think that is telling me that that's that real relationship coming. So yeah. So we got a little immaturity going on. We got somebody else who's pretty stable and wise. I think this is him and this is you. The balance between those two things is coming. And I specifically asked, will he commit? This is the mystery, but the advice is to know it's coming because it's, you know, the moon's going to be there. And then I asked, is it going to be soon? And we got the lovers. So it's looking like a yes. Woohoo! Unconditional love. That looks awesome. Thank you for your donation. Oh, good. Aqua Leo, you're just the best. I have my list I've been trying to do, but you do it so much better than I do. You're so much more with it. All right. I'm going to probably, let me see. Yes. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to be shutting down the donation list for now until next show. So we're going to pop that on there. Aqua Leo, I am going to, if you can stick around, Aqua Leo, I got to give you a career reading if you need that today. Okay? Aqua Leo, do you hear me? Yeah. So stick around. Let's do donations now. Oh, you're very welcome. You're very welcome. It's super exciting. I love it when the cards just answer me. All right. So let me see. What was that? I'm hearing another one. Okay. That's all. That's the ones that Aqua Leo has for me. So that's perfect. So up next, we've got Sydney Zeckman. And then we have Kitty. And then we have Tosh. And then Aqua Leo, if you can, I'd love it if you'd stick around. All right. Sydney. Where am I? There we are. Duh. Okay, Sydney. Oh, good. You'll stick around. All right, so where am I going? I am going to Sydney. Oh, Tia. Yes. Do you see how strong it keeps coming up for you? 9 of Cups. Man, oh, man. Ooh, la, la. All right, Sydney, how are you? Let's get your question up here. All right, Sydney. I thought I saw it. Here we go. I got it. Thank you. All righty. Will Leon forgive me and want to get married? He introduced me to be friends with Ariana. Okay. So Leon introduced you to Ariana. You want him to introduce you to Ariana, and will he forgive you and want to get married? Okay. I think I got it. All right, we're going to do Everyday Witch. Well, Leon. Okay, it's kind of like 2 questions, unless I'm reading it wrong. We've got, let me check the bottom. All right, yeah, I'm live every day at 12 p.m. Central Time. Frankie, I see that Aqua Leo was letting you know. I will be here. I'm here every day at 12 o'clock, and we do an hour-long show, and I do free readings, but I do stick around for donation readings, which is where we are right now. And that one, I go as late as 3, but 2:30 is probably, I mean, I did it one day for 4 hours, and I was really dying after that. It really, so I can't do it. My brain turned into mashed potatoes after 4 hours of tarot without a break. So, you know, it wasn't like I had a lunch in there or 10-minute break. You know, it's like my brain was like, I couldn't even talk. Sydney, let's focus on you here. All right, Leon. Leon. Okay, Leon. What is going on? Are you going to forgive Sydney? And will you introduce Sydney to Ariana? We're going to break it up into two columns because it's kind of two questions. And if I get the read on all the energy, it might not even, it'll be like too much. You know what I mean? So forgive you and get married. This is our 3 of Wands and our Queen of Wands. Ooh, this looks very nice. Our 3 of Wands is about looking out and kind of deciding like where to go, like to start on a brand new journey. Like, you know what? Let's start and do this. Well, we've got our Queen of Wands with the 3 of Wands. Queen of Wands, this is who we all want to be, guys. This is who we all want to be, male or female. We all want to be the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands, she's got it going on. People love her. She is smart. She is charming. She gets things done. She is successful. She's got it going on. I don't even know how else to say it. So this is looking like a forgiveness and a move on. I don't see the marriage yet, but I do see it start off on a journey together. Let's see where this goes kind of thing. But I do think that, you know what, you are still viewed as somebody who is, you know, attractive, smart, you know, whatever it is that Leon loves about you or liked about you. I think Leon still sees that in you and starting off onto that new journey, trying to decide where to go, what to do. And maybe that involves marriage, but you know, that is definitely, so you are very, very viewed very positively. Now, introducing you to the friend. Okay. Well, I don't know if that's going to happen. We've got the Emperor and we've got the 10 of Swords. This sounds to me like Leon wants to keep all the friends to himself. Wants to keep him to himself. We've got the Emperor. The Emperor is sitting strong and firm and not budging. We've also got the 10 of Swords. The 10 of Swords is kind of like the death of something. It's like ideas facing death. I think that's what it is, best way to say it. Ideas face death. So I do not think that Leon will be introducing you to Ariana. You know, I'm not sure why that would be. Maybe he doesn't want to share friends. Maybe he doesn't want you to have the friend. I don't know. But it does look kind of like, And then as far as the forgiving you and get married, it looks like, yes, the forgiveness is for sure there. And then where to go from there is still open. Look at where she's looking out here into nothing, right? So that means the field is wide open. But it is about trying to figure out where to go next. So that could be marriage. But yeah, so we've got a yes, forgive, maybe marriage, and introduce to friends, no. Yeah, definitely. Woo, Sydney, I hope that helped. Alrighty. So let's see. Kitty's up next, then Tosh. And then we're going to wrap it up. Okay, so yes, we're waiting on Kitty. I see Aqualeo's got it going on for me. She's got it down. Let's see. I'm not. Oh, here we go. I got Kitty's, I think. Yep. Will my lover CE propose to me? And how does he feel about marriage with me? Woo! All right. CE. You're welcome, Sydney. Okay. CE. What is going on with you? We are going to use the Tarot in Wonderland. Tarot in Wonderland. All right. CE. What is going on? Are you going to propose to Kitty? How do you see this marriage? Is this a marriage possibility? Is this a marriage possibility? Okay. Let's find out. Here's our energy. And then here's our spread. Okay. Oh, look at that. There's our energy for the spread. The lovers. What? Oh, that's perfect energy. That is the energy that's overseeing all these cards, no matter what they are. And they all have a string of love going through them. This is all about that deep love. This is all about that soulmate kind of love. That is all about, you know, that harmonious joining at that deeper level. So let's find out what we got here. Woo, that was good. Oh, God. Yeah, this is awesome. Oh, yes, I think you will get a proposal. I think that you are going to get a proposal. And this is kind of saying, the Chariot is kind of saying, brace for change. New things are coming. We are moving forward. That's all I can say. We are moving forward. That is what this card means. Moving forward to where? Moving forward to the Fool. Moving forward to a new journey. This is about taking those first steps. Well, that sounds exactly like a marriage, right? I don't care if you've been together for 10 years. It's still, you know, that marriage is a big step again. Now you're, you know, this takes it to another level. So it's definitely about brace for change. Here it comes, moving quickly. Let's go. Big change. Well, big change. Well, what's going to happen next? We've got the Empress. The Empress. Now, I don't know if you're looking for children. The Empress is usually the card that pops up for pregnancy. However, don't panic. If you're not looking to have children, this is not saying, yeah, you know, now I'm having kids. It's also about growing things. So it could be about growing your relationship, growing something that you care about, much like a woman would have a baby in her stomach, in her womb. She would obviously love that child, drink water, take your vitamins, get enough sleep. You know, you're trying to, you know, go to the doctor, make sure, trying to take care of that baby to grow and be born and be a child. Well, the same is true with an idea. You nurture it, you take care of it, right? So it could be like maybe kids are there because this is it, man. This is it. The Lovers. Here it comes. New adventure, maybe a baby, or at the very least, growing that relationship even deeper. So yeah, I think this is absolutely looking good. Looking good. Looking good, kitty. All righty. So let us see what we have on deck next. That is Tosh. How are you, Tosh? All right. Hi, Lord's Love. Thanks for coming to the show. We are wrapping it up right now. So you are welcome, though, to come back tomorrow. I'm here every day starting at 12 o'clock p.m. Central Time. I'm in the U.S., so 12 o'clock Central, and we can go from there. I'm usually on, well, I'm on at minimal. I'm on for an hour. I'm on from 12 to 1, but I usually, I'm here sometimes from 12 to 3. So we'll see. It just depends on how many donations and so forth. All right. Did you ask Kitty Wilson a pregnancy last? I didn't remember that. No way. No way. No way. Did not remember that. Holy crap. See, my bad memory is actually really good. While I sometimes feel terrible that I don't remember some things or I don't put it like names together and stuff, it's actually kind of good being a tarot reader because I'm really getting a pure read on the cards. You know, I'm not like using, oh, what did I know last time? Or, you know, I can't, my memory is like, pooh. It's a good thing I'm not a doctor or anything. Man, no memory. All right, Tosh, you're welcome, kitty. All right. I am not comfortable asking this, but I'm curious what my friend went to a tarot reader without asking me and was told that I should walk away from Nelson as there is someone else. First of all, no way can somebody do a reading on somebody else who is not even there. Sorry, you can't. You can say like, wait a minute, what are you saying here? Tarot reader, without asking you, which was rude in the first place. So the question this friend said was, should my friend walk away from Nelson? Wow. Well, I don't know who this was, but I don't know my feelings on that as far as, well, whatever. Okay, let's see. Tosh wants to know. Well, that's not the question. You wrote the question. I'm not comfortable. Okay, well, you're asking, is this accurate? Okay, I got it. Is this true? All right, so we need to know about this. Is this correct? This other reader said something about walking away, that she should walk away from Nelson. Someone else is coming in his life. Is this true? What can you elaborate on? What can you tell us? All right, let me click to the bottom. Okay, so this is somebody who's not even reading for you. You're not even there. And they're saying that he's going to leave you. Wow. Well, quite frankly, I mean, I'm not going to get into a huge, I hate to speak poorly of somebody, but this person should not have said that. I'll just say that. That was not right. Okay. So I'm hoping 5 of Cups. Okay. 5 of Cups. This is all about kind of crying over. This is like the crying over spilled milk card. It's about saying, oh no, my cups spilled. My cups are spilled. Oh no. Well, turn around. There's 2 right there. Little witch is crying. And so it's the crying over spilled milk kind of thing. So let me see what's going on here. Okay. No, and I think he is still very much, thinking about, we've got our 6 of Cups. This is about looking back on things as they were, remembering things, enjoying people that are, this is a brother and sister, and, or somebody, an older kid and a younger kid, I don't know. But it's about looking back on things, having that nostalgic feel, like, well, like a brother and sister would have been like, look, they're handing each other these flowers, and it's that warm, fuzzy kind of feeling about looking on the past. That's the best way to say it. The warm, fuzzy looking at the past. It's all those memories and how good it feels. Well, I know you're still together, so you're not in the past, but what's the past? You're in the past, aren't you? Right. I mean, you're still in the current too, but do you see what I'm saying? You're in the current and you're in the past. And that's the fondness. That's the cups. That's the love. That's the emotion. 5 of Cups, crying over spilled milk. Why are we crying over spilled milk? Well, we've got our 4 of Pentacles here. 4 of Pentacles is about clinging tightly to things, holding back on something. So you know what? When people hold themselves back and we don't know what they're thinking, we feel like we're being kept out. We feel like we're not allowed in. We feel like we don't know what people are thinking, what people are doing. We don't know what their next move is. Crying over spilled milk, though, tells me that it's not just about feeling like you're not feeling unsure, things like that, and you're feeling kept out, not knowing what's going to happen. But there's probably something else that you can say is telling you that things are going well, or that are going better, or that are highlights. Instead of crying over the spilled cups, look for the 2 that are still upright. Somebody's holding their feelings in. And that makes you feel really shut out. Somebody is not telling you about something maybe, or, it could just be a silence thing, trying to work on something. But here is how I know that this is not where it's going. Now, walking away from Nelson, or walking away because someone else is coming into his life. I get absolutely nothing about anybody coming in. I don't even have that you should walk away at all. And actually, what I do see is that he's being closed mouthed, or not wanting to share or not expressing his feelings. Yes, but there is more there that you might not even be. You're focusing on this. This issue has happened right now, so that's what you're focusing on. There is more there, more than just this current moment. And here is the kicker, and this is why I'm saying I do not think anybody else is coming in. The Six of Cups is about looking to your past. Again, not past meaning you're not present, but do you see what I mean? It would be like, that's my high school sweetheart type thing, Does that make sense? Apparently it will be a friend or somebody knows. Let's just do this. We're going to do this. I think that's not happening, but we're going to do this for you, Tosh. Let's see. Is Nelson going to leave Tosh? Three of Pentacles. No, this is about success over past work. Instead, this says the opposite. It would be enjoying that success based off of how you got this far in the first place. Will Nelson leave because somebody else is coming in? We got the Sun. No, because he's got it so good already. Everything's going well already. Why would he do that? He's got these things. He's not going to. Is there a friend coming in that is going to, someone he knows, is that coming in to try to steal Nelson's attention? We have our Seven of Swords, and this is all about something being left behind. So this friend, you know what? I don't think so. I don't think so at all. I think that, you know what? I don't know what that other reader saw, and every reader is different. And remember, honey, the energy of the moment. People pick up on the energy of the moment. The reason I got a little annoyed or irritated about that is you're not supposed to read for people who aren't the people you're talking to. Like when you guys say, how does Johnny feel about me? You're here. So I can pull into that energy through you. You're like the conduit. But if you aren't here and Johnny's not here and Sally says, how does Johnny feel about her? I have no connection. Do you see what I mean? If there is, it's like a battery. The battery has to be touching, both sides, the plus and the minus, right? Well, I need one or both of you here to read for you. I can't read for, a question if you were going to say, I can't even think of an example. Oh, here. Yeah. So you see what I'm saying? You're saying, yes, that's why I was getting irritated about it. So every reader is different. Everybody interprets card differently. Everybody has different intuition. But the part that upset me is she should not be reading for somebody where both parties are not even there. That's not, that's like me asking a reader, did Susie and Johnny have a good time at the party they went to? Well, I don't know. I don't have Susie or Johnny here, do I? So again, that's why I got a little irritated, because you're really not supposed to do that. And now look at what it did to you. It made you sit here worrying, thinking about it. What does this mean? That never even needed to happen, because guess what? She can't pick up on your energy if you're not even there, or if somebody's not there, like a conduit, like a battery, one of the two parties. Oh, okay. Well, thank you all so much for being here. Aqua Leo, if you could stick around for a minute, what I will do, Aqua Leo, actually, how am I going to do that? I'm going to send you a link, Aqua Leo, so that you can come on over into my... All right. Aqua Leo, this is a temporary link for you. Everybody else, this is for Aqua Leo. I got to talk to her for after the show. So I'm going to talk to Aqua Leo, but I'm going to wrap it up. I'm going to end the broadcast now. Aqua Leo, I hope this doesn't get screwed up. Couple things before I head out. Please come and see me tomorrow. I'm here every day at 12 p.m. Central Time. And I also have an extensive list of pick a card questions. Today I just put out, are they looking at my social media? So go check it out. There might be a question in there that makes sense to you, and they're free, of course. And other than that, please hit subscribe if you have not already. I would love you to stay connected. Let me put out my cool thing here. Boom. There you go. Subscribe. Everybody subscribe. All right. So let's get out of here. Let me get rid of that. All right. Come on. There we go. Aqua Leo. Here is a link for you. Please click that link and come on over here into my screen. The rest of you, thank you so much for being here. I'm going to put up my little ending thing, but I'm still live for a minute. All right.